Hello, 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 hello. Oh, audio test good. Gru- Can't hear you though. Yes.
Hear me now.
Nope. Oh yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
yes.
great.
You
Okay.
hear. You hear. We good. We good.
Every single time.
Hmm.
Every single time.
Hashtag production. Apparently.
Hashtag production indeed. Like we need a producer. We need a producer. Our producer is
Need a
actually sitting right
producer
opposite me and he's watching
playing
Valorant going
Valorant.
on. No, he's
Oh,
watching Valorant.
watching. Ah,
Yeah. Since I'm using
nice.
the laptop to stream.
Hmm.
But hey guys. Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome,
Welcome, welcome,
welcome.
welcome.
We'll
Today
just
we're gonna
keep our
be
layout now before we start talking
we
about
don't
like
have
the
our
topic.
layout.
Okay, set it up next time. Yeah.
What is our layout? Is it just the two of
The
us
one
side
with
by
only
side?
two of us. Yeah, the first one I sent.
Watch these hacks. Our layout.
More
If you
production.
if you guys could see what was going on right now, it would be like so fucked. Like you guys would actually be wondering how we even get anything done at all.
Yes, we're very organized, by the way. It's an
Very
organized
organized.
process behind this podcast.
Yes, of
Mm.
course.
Everything runs smoothly.
Everything runs very smoothly. I do
Mm.
not know how to control certain things in
Mm.
OBS apparently. Okay, there you go. That is one.
We go in with the flow.
Sid, why don't you introduce people to our topic and I will quickly.
Yes, so we were going to talk about, we were thinking of what to talk about, and there are so many things to talk about in regards to, just like abstract concepts, I guess, of the universe. You could say that, right? And he chose to start with love, or actually we already started. The second one is love.
Nice to know. Nice to know.
Yeah. What is love? Who knows? I don't know.
Baby,
Love
don't
can be
hurt
anything.
me no
Yes,
more.
but that doesn't answer the question still, does it?
Well, we will. I will. I am a little. Wait, hold on. I got this. I got this. I got this. Do you
What is
doubt
love
me?
according to Brew? Well, we all know what love
There
is
you
according to
go.
Brew. It's right here on the screen. Oh, okay, that works. That looks really nice, except, yeah,
Well,
just move yourself a little to the. But yeah, otherwise it's good.
wait. I will do you one better. Can I just
Where's the layout though, like with the names and shit?
The names are like up and down. It's not side and side.
No, it's side and side.
Our designer
I
didn't
made
make.
you a layout
Oh, what? Damn, our designer is
specifically.
pro. Oh shit! Wait, our videos are at the wrong side. Okay, I need to put this here.
Yeah,
This is
and
the
this
sort of
will all
stuff
be
you should
cut
have
from
told
the
me when we
audio
were doing
version.
our test.
I thought you had this prepared the first time. And we are not streaming vertical either, are we?
No. Okay. This is a little better. I'll just cut my
Yes,
video
finally,
down a
yes.
little bit so that you can see more of Sid.
Mm.
And hey, there you go. Finally,
Yay!
this actually is much better than just having Wikipedia open on a browser.
Exactly.
Production
Hmm.
value, guys. Production value. We are
Production
evolving
value.
as you watch us. Anyway,
Hmm.
we can get started. What is love?
The symmetry is annoying me, but yeah, it's okay.
Wait, I did. How's this?
Hmm.
I'm okay. I'm learning. Okay, I'm fixing
Okay,
things
it's
a bit.
better. Now my side is bigger, but okay, I'll let it go.
There are no guiding lines on OBS. How about this?
There, I made a guide for you, like an underlay also.
Oh my god, the number of things
Wait,
that
why are glasses steaming up, dude?
that happens when I sweat. I'll just keep them off for a while. But okay,
Let me saw.
so
It's good. It's good. It's okay for now. I'll move on from that.
love
Let's get
encompasses a
started on our
range of
topic.
strong and positive emotional and mental states. That is the definition of love.
Please cite your sources.
My source is I made it the fuck up, bro.
Sure.
I literally just googled love definition, and that's what
Love.
is defined as love. What do you think of
I
the?
was I was reading like, because for me, if I had to describe love, I wouldn't know how to, like, what to say, like, what it is, like, actually describe it logically, right?
Hmm. I would.
But it's because it's just something that I think you just feel. And even like, if I was also reading about it, because I was like, yo, what is love? Like, how is it described? And I was seeing like a lot of the early philosophers, like Aristotle, Plato, and all those guys, right?
Yeah.
They also had phases where they were like, love shouldn't be described. It's just something that exists. It's just something that's nature, and like we shouldn't. There's like an arm of philosophy that says that you shouldn't describe it because it's this abstract, beautiful thing, I guess.
Abstract, beautiful thing. Do-
Yeah,
but there's this Calvin and Hobbes, uh, this thing actually, where
mm,
Calvin wakes up his mom in the middle of the night,
yeah,
and he says something along the lines of, like he's like, mom, wake up, and his mom wakes up, rushes to the room. She's like, what happened? And Calvin is like, do you think love is just a biochemical urge so that we can continue our species?
hmm.
And she's like, whatever it is, it's the only thing that's keeping me from strangling you right now. And the next last panel is just Calvin sleeping, and he's like, mom's late night reassurances are never reassuring.
Yeah, yeah. That is another perspective where it's like a biochemical thing, right? Yeah, to
And
keep
from
us.
Calvin's mom's perspective, it's this thing where it's like,
Mm.
it's just a feeling that makes
Yeah,
sure that I don't
exactly.
kill
It's a
you
feeling.
because you're
Hmm.
an annoying little shit right now.
Yeah. In a lot of ways, they like separate it from sex, like love and sex. Like some people like see it as different things. Some see it as the same thing, as one existing because of another,
Yeah.
right? Mm.
What do you think of love and sex? When do you think they're related? Do you think they have to be related, or people should be relating them?
The thing is, love. Love, like a category of love that is like for intimacy. Like, love as a method of intimacy is another thing, but love can exist for a lot of different things, right?
In what
If
way?
you think about it, like you can love, what you do. You can love like a certain object. You can love
You
like
can
a
love
certain
what you
thought.
do. This is news to me.
You can. You don't, but you can. Depends on what you choose
Oh
to
my
love,
god.
right, bro?
I
Hmm?
mean, yes, you can love what you do. There are a lot of things that we love doing, like we love podcasting, even though it leads
Yes, of
nowhere and does
course.
nothing.
Yes, of course. I agree. Don't you agree, bro?
Yes, I agree. I was the one who said it, so I mean, by default, I agree. Why did our
Uh,
YouTube stream just lag? Okay, it's back. But yeah, I mean,
hmm.
there are a lot of
No,
ways to
but
define love in that
like,
sense.
so you were asking about in relation to sex, right? So
Yeah.
the word love, did you look into it? Like, it comes from the Sanskrit word lab, which means desire.
But that doesn't, again, I mean, you do desire things
So
when
if
you
you see the,
love something, but you don't
yeah,
necessarily
exactly.
desire it
Hmm.
sexually.
Yeah,
So it could
but
just
if,
be intimacy, as you had said, with no sexual
yeah,
meaning
it
behind
could
it
be
at all.
intimacy. Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Like, what are some things that you love? Just give me an example of something you love.
Not this podcast.
Wow. Wow. Completely unnecessary, I would
Hmm.
say that, yeah.
Hmm.
But, well, let's move on from that,
Hmm.
shall we? So, Sid, what do
Hmm.
you love? Oh, there are a lot of parts we need to cut out.
Yeah, like I love a lot of things, but
But
what, like, it's a very vague question. I would say, like, what do you love? Like, how would you answer this?
I actually have something to say for that. I actually have a
Okay.
prepared answer. So
Oh,
basically,
wow. Hmm.
today, my one of my housemates' sister is over, and she woke like when I woke up in the morning. She was like, "Do you want breakfast?" I was like, "Sure." And
Hmm.
she
Hmm.
made
Hmm.
some chili butter. It's like chili oil,
Okay.
but with butter instead. And I
Damn.
was making chili oil for a long time, and I just stopped for a second. I was like, why was I making chili oil when I could have been making chili butter the whole time? I mean, there are a lot of reasons I couldn't make chili butter because it was like physically
And a lot
impossible
of
to do in my
reasons,
house.
and
But
also chili oil is pretty fucking good too.
chili oil is pretty fucking good. But chili butter, oh my god, that is like it's like a new concept that blew my mind. But more than anything, it made me want to make some chili oil again. I'm in love with chili oil again. So
Yeah,
I love chili
food is
oil.
one of the things
It
we
is
do
one of the
love. Yeah,
desires. It is one of
one
the
of the many
seven
things.
deadly
Yeah.
sins. I have somehow
Yes, it
managed
is.
to combine multiple sins into one. Okay, like I envy the fact that I don't have chili oil. I desire chili oil, and I am
Yeah,
lustful
you
for chili
lust for
oil,
chili. Yeah,
and I'm a glutton for chili
glutton.
oil.
Yeah, exactly.
I
And you
mean,
feel pride towards your chili oil.
yeah.
Do you?
So
Yeah.
I'm going to start making chili oil again. So yeah, I gave
And
my
you feel
answer.
rat
What's
when Audi
yours?
finishes your chili oil.
No, Audie doesn't get to touch my chili oil. Audie is out of the
Okay.
podcast and out of the chili oil podcast life. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, so again, that's one of the multiple things that you can love, right? It can
Yes,
be one of your interests, it
it's
can be
not a be
people,
all
it can
end
be
all
food,
answer.
it can keep, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So like you can keep going on forever for like things you love,
you
right?
can. Yeah.
So you can't just be like, and of course you give one of examples, which is food, yeah, which we both do love, like we both do enjoy cooking in that way, right?
Do you think love is like something that is? I feel this way, so I will preface this whole concept with that. But there are a lot of things. I used to be this person who used to be like, oh, true love is what I need in life. Like, the
Hmm.
romanticized
Yes,
TV and
yes,
movie idea of love of
like
different
rom-com
things.
stuff, right?
It's
Like
not only with
romantic.
relationships, but in general, like oh boy, like I will work hard and I will achieve something in life. That is a love for something you want to do in life, which eventually becomes like,
Okay.
it eventually did
Hmm.
become something that, and I'm sure I don't know what Sid will say, but I know for sure that Sid is facing a similar thing where you set standards so high that you can never reach them, and that's because of your romanticization of the whole concept of the
Yeah.
the love for what you want to
Mm-hmm.
achieve. So over the years I've become more like, this relates to our last episode. It's about suffering. You can check it out, or you can check
So
out our
here we are talking
highlights.
in.
But
Sorry, before you
yeah,
continue, here we are talking in relations to our life goals.
no,
Like,
in general, just love in general
okay,
as a concept that we are
okay,
introduced to as kids and how we grow up
okay.
with it. I've always been
Mm-hmm.
this person who thought like true love is the answer to everything. Like, you will find one person, you will spend the rest of your life with them, you will find one
Yeah,
job, you
like
will achieve all your
soulmate kind
dreams.
of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
you won't have any health issues and all that blah 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 blah. And
Mm-hmm.
in the last episode we talked about apathy and how we are becoming more and more apathetic towards life. And
Yeah.
I definitely feel more apathetic towards life. And if Forrest Dan is here, hey Forrest Dan, how's your apathy doing? But yeah, I feel
Hmm.
like I've become apathetic towards the concept of love in almost every sense. Like, I feel like it's intentionally made to make us feel like we should be feeling something. Like, oh, if you're in a
Okay.
relationship you have to feel love, or if you if
Uh-huh.
you if you have a job that you like, it has to be love. And I feel like that's all just not true.
No, but the way you're coming at it, first of all, you're talking about as if it's a feeling that has to be forced because you're in a
No, I'm
situation
saying the way people,
instead of something
like
that
the way it's
comes. Like,
represented in media, it automatically gives you this impression that, okay, this is how your life should be, and if it's this, then you're doing something wrong.
yeah, but if you like, of course, you can't translate that to real life, right?
You
And
can't, but
also,
don't you think that's a fundamental problem with how
yeah, but
everyone
it's like giving
lives?
hope. Like, if you love something, set high stands for yourself. It's also a way of giving yourself hope to, like, do your best
Yeah,
and
but
reach
does that
that level.
hope actually? That's what I'm saying. Is that hope like legitimate, or is it just like a way to trick you into going forward again and again? With maybe you're not ever actually going to do it. Maybe nobody, including yourself, at some point is like, it's not going to happen. But then you're like, no, I really love this, so I have to keep going on.
I feel that's you deciding to give up though, because like
Well, that's why I
for
said
me
I've
it's
become
like a,
apathetic towards the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
thing at
I
the start.
understand. Yeah, that's why I'm explaining my perspective. For me,
Yeah.
it's like motivation. You know,
Hey, Anthony is back. Is that what people mean when they say foodgasm? Yes, foodgasm is a very real thing. I have foodgasm very often
yes.
when
Mm-hmm.
I often become apathetic towards food, and then I have something really good, and then for a while I become really into food again, and then back to the good old apathy. But yeah, go on. Sorry. Also, welcome back,
Oh
Anthony.
yeah, welcome back. Yes, it's nice to have you on Twitch, right?
Yeah, on Twitch.
Yeah. Mm.
The fact that
Uh,
Sid remembered that one detail is like such an honor. You have no idea.
yes. No, I appreciate our viewers,
And
all one
listeners.
of them. Yes. But no, what was I fucking? Oh yeah, so it gives me
Sorry.
motivation, instead of being the opposite where I'm like I'll never reach it. It gives me motivation to try to reach what I love and in relation to everything. Yeah. So that way I think it works. It has the opposite effect on me because I'm not apathetic towards it. It still motivates me.
Okay,
I'm not at the stage where I'm like it'll never happen.
let me come at this from
Mhm.
a different angle for you in specific, okay, without revealing too much.
Go ahead. No, no, go ahead. Yeah, without revealing
Yeah,
details,
yeah,
but yeah,
without
go ahead.
revealing details. I'm trying to phrase it in a way that will help you understand what I'm talking about, but also have that privacy
Sure.
included.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, you thought you were in love
Yeah.
and
Okay.
everything was going really, really great.
Hmm.
And then certain situations came up which
Hmm.
completely destroyed that feeling of love in, like, I think a day flat.
A week, but yeah.
Okay, a week, which is still a short time in the grand scheme of
It.
things.
Yeah, of course.
Our producer is just looking and laughing his ass off right now. It's
Of
not even
course.
funny.
Yes.
Very interesting. But yeah, yeah. So what you thought was something amazing, and you were convinced it's going to be one of the best things in your life, turned out to very quickly go down the shitter. So what would
Well,
you
best
say to
things in my life is kind of an exaggeration, but continue.
one of the, like, I've never seen you in that state before, and so what is your opinion on stuff like that? Like, that was something that, that's also something that's put up by the media, if you think about it, like, that perfect person, the similarity and all that stuff. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't like. I wasn't influenced by media, and also like, yeah, when I was in it, of course, you feel things, you feel love, but yeah, after that, you're like, again, if it didn't work out, it doesn't crush your dreams. It's like, yeah, okay, this didn't work out. It'll be another, like even you've had experiences in the past, right, with your relationships
yes,
where you felt the same way.
yeah,
Hmm.
and that's my point, because like when my
But you
first,
haven't give, you didn't give up on it, right? You were like, okay, like it takes time, and then I move on, and now you're in another relationship.
yes, I'm uh,
Hmm.
I'm a very person in
Again,
control of my emotions. Yes.
yes, but see, again, you haven't given up, or well, I'm not gonna
Okay.
push
So
unless you don't wanna.
no,
I'm
no,
not
kidding,
gonna
I'm kidding.
push
So
further, but yeah.
basically, like the apathy is still there. Like the first relationship I ever had, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna
Yeah.
be like,
Hmm.
this is going to be it. I'm never going to
Yeah,
need another
same. You
relationship
feel
in my
that way.
life.
Hmm.
And then it kind of like dies down with when the first one comes crashing down, the second one starts up. You're like, okay, that didn't work out as
Yeah,
expected,
yeah,
but maybe this one will be good. And
exactly.
we go into this cycle of like, oh, okay, you know what, we should spend the rest of our lives with this next person, and we never
Hmm.
actually go into the cycle of let's just enjoy ourselves while the time lasts.
What do you mean?
Like it's always about, it has to lead somewhere and go somewhere and has to mean something, and nobody actually just lives in the moment and is like, yeah, you know what, I don't know if this is going to ever become something, but I'm having fun with this person,
Mhm.
so let's just have fun with the person.
Yeah, but that is a more current thing than thinking about the future, right? Just
That
having
is
fun and being in the
interestingly not
moment.
a very current thing. It's actually a very old tradition that somewhere
No, I don't mean that
went
way.
down
I'm
the.
saying in the way, not in that way. I'm saying in the way where you were saying it's more thinking about the future and not being in the moment. But
Yeah,
you
but
saying being in with this
society
person
at
right
large
now.
is like that, right?
Hmm.
Everyone you talk to does say the same
Yeah,
thing about, like,
because like right, like humans right now, to the way we've evolved in society, we do think about our future all the time. We worry more about our future. Like that's why people earn money. They're like, I need money for tomorrow, not for today. So everything we're doing is in relations to thinking
very
about the
ironic that you
future.
say that, I must
Right.
say. Mr.
No,
No
I'm just
savings
saying how.
ever in
See,
life.
I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about society and how humans work.
And our producer is laughing again. But yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
It's just that
Hmm.
I really feel like media is the reason that this happens. Oh, Anjane is on YouTube. Deep Yadav. Hey, your Twitch broadcast has ended. I do not know what happened to it. I restarted it. It should be good to go. But welcome here anyway. I'm glad you're here. You can talk to the other people.
Welcome.
If anyone ever decides to chat, where are you guys?
Yeah.
Did we tell people on
Well,
the
why did
Discord
you
that we're
say?
doing early? Are we doing the
Why do you
podcast
say
early?
no? I don't think so. Or do you usually used to do that? Why did you say deep instead of deep? By the
I
way,
said deep. Did I
no,
say
you
deep?
said deep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
deep piano.
Oh, I was probably
But
just
anyways.
reading it. But yeah, I really feel
Hmm,
like it's because of
hmm,
media. Because a lot of people, like that's why
hmm.
this shit sells, right? Rom coms are like the most commercial
No,
movies
but
ever because people are like, oh my god, yeah, I totally want true love as well. I totally want
but
this to
bro,
happen in my life.
you do like you personally you like the idea of the ideal love story like in
I
media.
like the
You
idea
do
of it,
enjoy that.
but that's the problem I feel because it's not at all
Yeah.
realistic and it's
Because for me
often
I don't
portrayed as
enjoy that.
realistic.
Yeah. Yeah. I like more realistic depictions of like love and relationships in movies and film,
But
but you like that ideal innocence like kind of thing. Like you were talking about it before also,
yeah,
if
I
I
mean, no,
remember.
no, that's different because when it comes to the innocent part of it, like when you come to when you have like manga and anime that talk specifically about it, that was my specific
Mm-hmm.
this thing that
Mm-hmm.
control in case like are there still people on Discord? Of course there are. You're on our Discord, but yeah, like especially manga and anime, it just makes a lot of sense to me to have that depiction because like they're kids, like you don't want them to be facing the harsh realities of life so quickly.
What the hell? Why am I getting a call? Sorry, my bad.
It's okay, but yeah, I mean that's my point in general, guys. Like if you have something like Ichigo 100%, which is pervy as hell, but at least has that you know school going kid vibe where everything is innocent and the biggest problem in life is that, oh my god, I don't know if that person likes me back. That's the type of story that I actually like in specifically in manga anime. When it comes to like proper literature, the more traditional
Who
literature,
said
I
he
always
likes
uh,
like my idea of love so innocent, Ichigo 100%.
I mean,
What
it
are
is a
you
love
saying?
story at the base, okay?
I see. But yes,
But
that is
yes,
true. Anyways,
or like or
continue your
like
thought.
or like Trigatsu no Lion, like that is a very very
Or
nice.
Bakuman.
Bakuman is also a beautiful love story. Yeah,
Yes. Hmm.
Bakuman is a
Hmm.
really good love story. Control 9K says I'm not there since a long time. That's a lie, Control 9K. Don't lie to me. I will check our Discord right now. But yeah, I mean that sort of stuff is that I like. But then when
Hmm.
it comes to like movies where it's always about or
You're
like
talking about the Hallmark like romantic kind of
yeah,
movies,
or
right?
even
Hmm.
like How I Met Your Mother, which became like this cultural phenomena and shit like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's like so bad. Like I just can't stand it. Like
Yeah,
it, it became it
it's
became this
just
thing that
feel good
everyone
kind of
was
thing. Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
yeah.
And even those like K dramas and stuff nowadays, like it
Which yeah, all put out that same idea of like
all put out
shitty
that
love.
same idea. Yeah, and like even like one of my friends who likes watching
Bob,
Bob
yes.
makes one of my friends who likes watching K dramas and stuff says that she hates watching them now because they give her an idea of like how love should be, and then she hates that. That's why she doesn't watch it because it's not like that IRL.
Exactly. I mean,
Mm,
that's a.
mm.
I feel like that's a problem
Yeah,
for
mm,
in general. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
people just get. I mean, I don't blame them because
Mm,
you're trying to sell this idea of more than anything else. But people just fall for it, and then real life hits you like a ton of bricks, and you're like, really,
mhm.
this is it? Like, this is what true love is supposed to be? Because there is no such thing as true love, according to me. One sec. Deep says realistic depiction of love sucks, and I don't think people would want to watch it unless it's about longing or pain, which is also
I don't think
unrealistic.
it sucks.
Uh,
I think the realist. I would enjoy watching realistic depictions of love,
what are
and I
you going
have
to?
seen movies with it.
But what are you
Hmm.
going to watch in a realistic depiction? This is going to be like random arguments, like
Yeah,
sometimes
like
just
did you
pure
see Marriage
boredom.
Story?
No, I hadn't. Is that
It
the
was
one with?
pretty fucking good. Yeah, Adam
Oh
Driver
yeah,
and Scarlett Johansson.
but
Yeah.
that was less about realistic love and more about realistic divorces. If I
No, there is
remember
love
correctly.
involved in it.
Okay, but yeah,
Yeah, the
it's
story surrounds a divorce, but yes, it's about a realistic depiction of love. Anyways,
yeah, and then
there are lots
that
of
gets
films
called
like that.
like that gets called like non-romantic because it's not like it's not all
Hmm.
rosy and fun. That's what
Yeah,
really
but
bugs
love
me.
isn't all rosy and fun. Like, wait,
According
maybe
to
love
media,
is,
it
but
is.
relationships aren't all rosy and
No,
fun.
but even love is not
Hmm.
ever rosy and fun only. Like you
Yeah.
have such
Hmm.
anything you love, you go through like hell for it in some way or the other.
Yeah, but
Like
these
if
like
I love
media.
chili oil, but if I eat too much of it, I know I'm going to suffer the next day.
Yes.
And I'm not going to
But
enjoy that. I'm not going to be like, it's okay, I love chili oil, so I'm going to suffer. I'm going to be like, fuck, I hate
if you
suffering.
love the pain you'll feel the next day.
I don't love the. I
You
love the
have
pain I
to
feel
have the
immediately
chili.
after having the chili oil, not
I see.
after, not waking up the next day and rushing to the bathroom.
Yeah.
No, but
Mm,
it happens with everything. It happens like
mm,
even in relationships. There are going to be times where the relationship is going to be dragging on. It's going
mhm.
to be a drab, and there's, the
Oh yeah.
things are
Mhm.
going to happen in life, and it's not anyone's fault. Control NK
No, it's
says
not
no
anyone's.
bitches, no problems. Control NK, I feel like that might be a problem on its own, but yeah, I mean that is a fair point. Like love is also considered to be this thing that everybody has to be a part of, and there are like so many
Mhm.
people who are just asexual or aromantic, and nobody actually.
Yeah, yeah, of course. No.
Control NK
And
says break up
love.
with your girlfriend, bro. Yeah, thanks for the. If I was taking
Thanks for the
advice from
advice.
YouTube chat, my life would be in shambles right now.
Yeah. No, the thing is like also I was reading, I think Plato only like love isn't only like it's he divided into three
Yeah.
categories like eros, which is like the relationship, partner, intimacy, what we're talking about. I think philia, which is like more like friendship, love. Aristotle said that, right? And then uh agape, I don't know how to pronounce it, like the love for
A
God, which
gape.
that part I don't agree with.
It is a
Right,
gape.
yeah, the love for God part that you have, which I'm like, that's bullshit for me, but I understand people may have it, right? So there are the two types that are there, which is like love for your friends, like in a like
Well,
platonic
well,
way kind of
Platonic.
thing, right?
It's in the name. Like the Plato came up with
Yes,
that
exactly,
concept. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So that is also a type of love that exists, and
I mean that
again,
is
that's
something that is something that is okay. So okay, there are fundamental disagreements I have with Plato because of the fact that he mainly thought that there was a perfect form for everything, and we can never
oh
see the
yeah.
form and so on. So
Mhm.
that is something I disagree with because, well, then you're putting the same solution forward as religion, which is like
Mhm.
this world is not the real world. You have to go to the afterlife to
Yeah,
achieve
yeah.
eternal happiness.
Hmm.
So then you start going on this. I mean, I understand where Plato's coming from. It's very different. I'm not saying it's the same thing, but
Mhm.
he still has this perfectness of each concept of his. So even when it comes to love, he has this perfect concept which I don't think exists. Like they
The
can't be.
soulmates kind of thing,
Yeah, that
right?
I mean
Hmm.
that
Yeah,
can't be there.
yeah, of course. But then later on, like Aristotle,
Yeah,
like said that
Aristotle went
that's
on with
he
it.
he fixed that shit.
Yeah, he fixed that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
but
anyways, let's talk about the concepts themselves other than the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Plato, I
Continue.
believe said that Eros was about lust, like physical
Yes.
manifestations of
Yes.
whatever you had, and
Exactly.
agape sounds too adventurous for a philosopher. Yeah, and and platonic love was basically like it's like one
Friendships,
soul, two
basically. Yeah.
bodies, as far as Plato was concerned, because he said it's not only about being friends, it's about being like aligned on every single aspect of
Yeah.
life. And I mean, again, that I suppose that could exist. You always have this friend who understands everything that you want to say and or what you mean and not what you say, so to speak. But I feel like this idea of perfect love in the eros definitely exists, right? Because you
Eros exists. Yes.
only fans exist, so eros exists.
Yes.
That is my
Mhm. Well,
argument for
that's
it.
more of like goes into the category of like parasocial
Yeah, but I mean, at the base,
relationships.
it's eros. You're basically
Yeah.
like materialistically looking at somebody else's
Yeah,
body, and you're like,
exactly. Mhm.
need that in
Mm.
my life,
Yeah.
and then you pay a lot of
Uh,
money for it.
no, but even if you talk to love for like the friendship, the philia
Yeah.
version, right? Like the like you probably have that for your close friends, but do you have that towards like a work friend? No,
What is the concept
right?
of a work friend?
Like
What
like
does that mean?
someone who's like a
Like a
probably a
friend
colleague
you make at work?
no a someone who's only useful, like you have friends where who only when you need something from there you're like, hey, you hit them up, right? That kind of
Yeah.
thing. And like people you actually call and chill with,
Yeah, I
like
mean,
that
I don't
difference I'm
really.
saying.
I only have friends I call and chill with. Otherwise, I don't talk to people at all.
Hmm.
Which explains a lot about my life and how
Yeah,
I have no
exactly.
friends. Because like every time I go to work, I'm like, you exist, yes. That's all I can
Oh
say.
yeah, you were telling me you don't usually.
I never
Uh,
mingle. Like I
yes, with your
talk, I
coworkers.
sit and
Mm-hmm.
talk, and if they're like
Mm-hmm.
okay, there's some party or something, I'll talk to people, I'll
Mm-hmm.
socialize, and then I look at the time, I'm like, well, it's time to go back and sleep. Bye guys, and that's it. I don't really
So,
sit
but
and
is that because you don't want friends anymore? Like you're like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to put in the effort, or like what?
no, it's
Like
not
what
really
is it?
about that. It's just that I don't know. I've never been inclined to become very good friends with anyone from work.
Yeah, but when you made friends in college, were you inclined or like it
No,
just
they just
happened?
happen naturally because you
Exactly.
talk to
Yeah.
the people and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
this person aligns with
Mm-hmm.
my view of the world. So yeah, this makes sense.
Hmm.
And control and case
Hmm.
says you're bishes at work. No, I don't have bishes at work. I don't even have bishes. Like what the hell? Where does idea even come from? But yeah, so basically, yeah,
Okay.
I've
I'm
never
reading the upgave comments now.
yeah,
Yes.
I've never intentionally gone out looking for friends, so to speak,
Yeah.
except for very
Exactly.
early on in my life where didn't have friends. I was like, oh, I need friends, and then it
And then you
slowly
met Audie,
became,
but yeah.
yeah, and then I was like, dude, if this is what friendship is, I don't need friends. No, I'm kidding. Audie is a great person. Audie is a
Hmm.
great person. Our producer has come in and he says he lies. Brew is an extrovert. He talks to everyone. I do
That is
not talk
true.
to everyone.
Drew is the most extrovert person I know. But yeah, let's move past that point and
And he
continue,
says, who
Guru.
loves their coworkers? Maybe if they work at the office, the American one. Well, to be fair, everyone who worked in Dunder Mifflin hated each other. They just didn't show it openly. But yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
I mean,
office references. I understand. Haha, funny,
haha.
dunder, myth, whatever.
Yes, Control 9K, I have no bishes. You are mega mind over here, I must say.
Wishless.
I
Except
am
the boa Hancock
bishless.
behind him, apparently.
Well, um, I have these that I stole from you, Sid.
You're making it worse, bro.
Well,
Oh, those were Audis, right?
no, I stole them from
Hmm.
you.
I see.
Already tried to take them, and I was like, no, it's mine.
Hmm. These weaves.
I would just like to say for the record that they came from Sid, who
Yes,
printed
they were
them out,
posters in my own room.
who
Hmm. Well,
downloaded
I
images,
used to play Dota
printed
back
them
there.
out, and then stuck
Hmm.
them on his wall. Okay, so again, I
Hmm.
can talk to people. I don't mind talking to people, but
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
don't necessarily go looking for friends. I don't go around
Yeah.
making friendships with people just for the fuck of it.
Hmm.
I don't see a
So
need
it's
to
not.
unless I really
Hmm.
align with someone on something. Because like
So
earlier
in
I used to be like, you know what, it's all about talking and fighting and helping each other understand more about the world, and now I'm like, I don't give a shit. We either get along or we don't get along, and that's it. There's no in between.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
That's
I
not to say
see.
that I'm not accepting of other people's views. I just realized how that came out.
You literally said that though.
No, I'm like,
Like, yo,
okay,
if
you
you're
believe
not
what
like
you
me, if we
believe,
don't
but
align, fuck you.
you believe what you believe, but I don't have to sit and listen to your bullshit about it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that is true.
And for the people who are already in my life as friends, I listen to whatever they have to say and I debate them about it. I just don't have the energy
Mhm.
to go looking for
For
friends
new
and
people, you're
maintaining the
saying. Yeah.
relationship and figuring out now.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And if anyone gets offended over some random shit, and I'm like immediately out. I'm like, I don't give a shit. But again,
Hmm.
that's my point. I become more apathetic towards it because I'm like, the true nothing exists. Like there is no perfect anything. And especially when it comes
Hmm.
to love, because like there've been friends who I was like, okay, you know what, this person really cool. I'm going to make efforts to keep in touch with them, and they've just like stopped keeping in touch at all completely.
Yeah. Hmm.
And
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
no replies and all that. Like, oh, I just got ghosted by this person I used to know for 5 years. Yay! But yeah, it's
But have you ghosted other people that knew you for 5 years?
two people in my life I've ghosted and never replied
Yeah.
to. Two people.
Hmm.
And for very good reason. I think you know who they are, and for very good
Yes, I
reason
do.
I've not
Yeah, very good
talked to them.
reason. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But again, like I'm saying, like even just talking to new people, like you don't feel like the friendship, like philia towards them, right?
No,
Like
I'm
it's
just like,
nothing. It's just nothing.
yes,
It's just
yes,
conversation. Hmm.
yes. Yeah, I
Hmm.
agree. I agree with your points. Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
makes
Hmm.
sense. Ha ha ha. And that's
Hmm.
it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Control and K is like, damn, he's sure he has to debate after listening. Yes, I'm pretty sure about that because I usually have like varying degrees of opinions on different things and I always have to fight people on them. And some of them are like actually really stupid because I have to tell some people like, hey, maybe we should care about human beings a little bit more and not just worry about money all the time. And people are like, oh, you think that's how the world is, you idiot? I'm like, okay, maybe there's no point talking about this.
I see.
Anyway,
Yeah.
back to our original topic, which is that the platonic love thing. I'm not denying that it exists. I'm sure it exists, but I'm just saying that it's very hard to actually achieve, much like a lot of other things in life.
It's easy. It's
You need to get to a point in your friendship where you have that
yeah.
this thing where they have that
Mm-hmm.
bond, and it needs to be maintained. See, that's my whole problem with everything. Okay, this is
But I don't have an issue like the way with like people you do, because like
sorry.
like of course there are people I meet where like, yeah, I'm not gonna talk to this person again. But most people I'm like,
Sid, that's
yeah, we
90%
talk.
of the people you talk to.
No, there are a lot of people who I still talk to, who I've met,
I see.
who I'm still in contact with,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, yeah, like it, of
Sorry.
course, like we're still friends, but not like to the level. Like again, if I'm in the area, same area as you, then I'll hang out with you.
out
But
out of
like
sight, out of mind type of person, huh?
yeah, like we friends if we in the same area. But if I'm somewhere else every month, I'm not just gonna be like, hey, what's up? How's your life? And hey, what's up?
Well, you
And
do
like they
that
also
with
know
me,
that, so it's
Sid.
chill. That's because we do the podcast together, else I
Oh
wouldn't pay you.
yeah, yeah. We really did the podcast like 4 or 5 years ago as well, huh? Control like says,
That
yeah,
time you were
money
in
kind
the
of necessary.
area.
I love money. I was in, I was in a different country
Hmm.
and at one point a different continent, halfway across the
Hmm.
world.
Hmm.
I was in the area. Really? That's what you have to say?
No, but yeah, that's because unfortunately I've known you for too long,
Yes,
right?
Sid. We are
So that's how.
soulmates.
Unfortunately not.
Oh,
No, actually,
unfortunately, no.
fortunately
Nope,
not.
nope, nope.
Fuck,
You
I
can't. No
fucked up.
backseas.
I
No
fucked
backseas.
up.
Sorry. Can someone clip that for me? Like, pretty
Oh
please, can
shit,
anyone can
shit.
clip that for me?
You have to like play that
Create
on repeat
highlight
and go
video.
to sleep, huh? Hearing that.
Yeah. And that's it for this episode. No, okay.
Bro is happy.
Yeah.
Anyways. No, but yeah. No, but like I do enjoy talking to people, and I don't feel the way that you do when they're talking like, they don't agree. Like I've heard dumb opinions that people say, but I'm not
And
like
let's be
they need to
honest, most
align with
people
my
have
views
some
kind of
really
thing.
dumb opinions.
Yeah,
It's
but we
not
have
even
dumb
about a
opinions
different
too, dude.
view, okay? It's just like absolutely makes zero sense. Rationally,
Yeah, but
emotionally, everything.
we say dumb shit too, right?
Yeah, of course we say dumb shit, and I'm not
Yeah,
saying
so
somebody has to
you
listen
can't
to my dumb
expect.
shit and agree and
Yeah.
then come and sit and talk to me
Yeah.
every day. I'm like, if I say dumb shit and you don't agree, get the fuck out. I don't care.
Damn,
Sid is
this love
finding side
episode
dishes.
is
Sid
turning.
has only side dishes.
No. But yes, anyways, let's not. But yeah, no. What I was saying is you're turning this love episode into a hate episode.
No, but okay. So here's my problem. I'll articulate it better. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
because of the way that people think love has
Mm-hmm.
to be, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's in a friendship or whatever it is, because of these things that have been established in the world and so ingrained into culture about this, how it should be great and perfect and all that,
Mm-hmm.
people are, I realized this early on because like I was like bullied and alone and all the time, so I was like, okay, let me look
Mm-hmm.
into what actually goes, like what actually happens in a friendship. And I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this is what happens. Okay, cool, got it, I understood. And I realized that there are going to be bumps along the way. They're going to, because all the advice I read whenever I looked into any literature or looked online or for anything, it was always like there are going to be problems. You need to accept that right away. So every relationship, I was like, okay, there are going to be problems. Let me see how I can fix them. While most
Yeah,
people
yeah,
are like, there's a problem. This is terrible. Fuck you. I'm out.
yeah.
That's my problem with it. So
No,
that's
but
why I
it
feel
takes
like
effort. Any kind of love takes effort. Like it's not just
it
something that
does,
happens, right?
but the problem is that people don't realize or they underestimate how much effort it actually takes, to the point where it just they just walk out of anything because they're like, okay, I didn't know
Mm-hmm.
that I had to do this. I just thought it was going to be fun and games, so I'm out. And that's been something that I've noticed not only in my
Because of.
life but in other
Mm-hmm.
people's lives as well. because there are always these things where people are like, okay, either this happens in an easy way, or if you have to argue about something, if you have to make each other understand something, if you have to try to set
Mm-hmm.
uh, I don't even know what word to use over here, but you get what I'm talking about. There got to be fights in every relationship, whether you're a friend or a
Yeah.
partner. And some people are just like, I don't want to fight and I don't like fighting, so I'm not going to do this, and then they just walk out. And
Hmm.
this and that's one of the reasons like people get together and break up so quickly, right? It's become
Do you
part of
believe
the.
you can have a relationship without fighting? Do you
I
think
believe
it's possible?
so. I think you can, but it also
Yeah,
depends
because I
on.
believe you can, but then again, hasn't really worked out for me. So maybe I'm wrong. But yes, anyways. Hmm.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, even if you don't
Hmm.
fight, you are going to have a tough time
Yeah,
at some point. You're going to have lesser
yeah.
interest, or you're going to have differing
Hmm.
opinions and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
even if it doesn't lead to a fight, people are just like, this is too much for me to handle. I didn't think it would be, I didn't think
Hmm.
it would be this bad when we
Hmm.
started. I'm like, what do you don't even, you had no fucking idea. Of course you didn't. What do you mean? I didn't think it would be this bad. I thought it's not going to be sunny and,
Oh yeah, of
happy all
course
the
not.
time. There's got to be
Hmm.
horrible,
Hmm.
horrible
Hmm.
rains at times, and you have to either
Yeah,
get
both
past it
moments.
or you
Hmm.
just give up on it. And a lot of people just choose to give up on it, which I personally do
Yeah.
not think is a good way for people to go.
No, but a lot of people don't also give up on it and see it through. But again,
Very
like
few people.
maybe we are maybe we are saying this now, 10 years from now we may have different answers in relations to
Maybe.
this, right? Like
Yeah.
it's possible. Yeah,
Yeah.
because for us also, this is not like until you actually, like, even any concept we talk about now, like 10
We are
years,
going to
20
have
years
very
down the
different.
lines,
Yeah. Like,
after
see, in 10 years,
experiencing
I know
more
I'm
of
not going to be
life.
suffering because I'll be dead.
Yeah, well, maybe 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Like, producers asked me to set up a retirement age so that I could save accordingly, and I was like, okay, I'm 27, so 30.
Works.
Works, right? Okay, Randabatako is here. Hey, Randabatako, what are you cooking? Are you cooking
I
ramen again? Deep says, what do you think about the concept of kindred spirits in terms of not connecting to some people we meet and then having a strong bond with others we may not know for a long time? I mean, that's completely. I don't know what you are asking, because we're like, what do you think
see.
about the concept? I mean,
No,
it definitely
because
happens.
no, you do meet people like where you're like, damn, like, we similar, we cool, like, how do we, like, how have we not
And
known each other? But I wouldn't say they're kindred spirits. Like, there are people, similar people.
no,
You may
yeah,
meet
I don't
them at
know.
any stage in your life, right?
Yeah, I don't know if kindred spirits is the word I would use either, but I do agree with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
concept of what you're saying,
yeah,
because,
exactly.
like,
I don't think it's like meant for each other kind of
yeah.
thing. Like, like fate connected us, like Kimi no Nawa shit.
Kimi
But
no Nawa. Now that is a love story.
yes, it is. But yeah, you do meet
Producer
people
agreeing
sometimes.
with
You're
me
like, holy
very
shit. Hmm.
positively, yes.
Yes, shedding a tear at the same time. Hmm.
Yeah, Control NK says, I didn't sign up for bad times, good vibes only. See, this is
Hmm.
exactly, a Control NK is the person who walks out of relationships
I was
very
just like,
quickly.
fuck this, I'm
Yeah.
done.
He's like,
Mhm.
one day you go back home and you're like, Control 9K, why didn't you do the dishes? Like, oh, I didn't sign up for you abusing me like this. And he just walks out. And Deep says we can fight with people like old friends or in a romantic relationship without it affecting the relationship. I agree.
Yeah, of course.
Of
That's
course
what,
you
yeah.
can. And
That's what
there definitely will
happens.
be fights, but
Mhm.
there's always a breaking point for people which is of varying degrees, and you don't know what the breaking point is going to be. And the problem is that nobody nobody considers friendships and relationships to be as important after a certain point. Like, you're like,
Mhm.
okay, I fought with you, let's say 5 days in a row. That's it. That's my breaking point. I can't do that anymore. And nobody works on proper solutions.
No, but bro, most people that are still in like relationships. They haven't like broken off or given up on it, right?
There are a lot of people who have broken up and given up on it.
That
I've seen.
yeah,
That I know.
because
Yeah.
for me, yeah, because for me personally, it's the opposite. I know more people that are like still in good relationships than the opposite
For how long?
for however long.
Like an example. What's like how what time frame are we talking about?
For how long have they been in it?
Yeah.
Like from like 5 years to like 20 years,
Okay, so that's
and it's
another
still
thing, right?
going well.
Because there are a lot of
Mhm.
people like I've seen so many
Some of
people's
my friends
parents
have
hate
like
each other.
3, 4 kids, and they're still like, you know,
Again, I'm
good
not
with each
saying
other.
that it's a foreign concept of society and nobody actually
Yeah,
does
yeah.
anything. I'm
But
just
the
saying
way
it's
you're
way
talking about
more
is like,
common now to leave something and go on to something else than it is to stick with something and
hmm.
see it through.
You think that that's maybe when you're like younger as opposed to like as you get older? Are you
I,
talking
I
about
would
like
I would not necessarily say
age?
that, because I know,
Okay.
again, as I was saying in my last point, a lot of parents I know of, not only
Mm-hmm.
friends but also like people I hear about and all that, they
And it,
basically are in unhappy marriages but they're staying together for kids.
oh yeah, that, like so that's an example of like since India arranged marriage is a thing,
Yeah,
we see a lot of
exactly.
parents who do not actually love each other, but like you said, they stay for the kids. That's very common in India. Yeah, you do see that side too.
Exactly, it's
Hmm.
very common, and that's
And
that's my point. Like,
yeah.
okay, that now that there it becomes the opposite of this problem where you're like, you want to stick through it, but you don't have the right attitude for it. You don't want to solve the problem. You're just continuously fighting,
Mm-hmm.
but you're like, okay, I have a kid. I need to stay for the kid, and once that kid is
Mm-hmm.
gone, we'll just stay unhappy for the rest of our lives and just be here. And I don't know, like that.
Yeah, it's the
All
thing of
these
like,
things,
yeah, it's like, yo, I already have, I've spent so much time, I'm here, I'm
yeah,
suffering,
sunken
so
cost
might as well
fallacy,
continue
basically.
suffering. Yeah. Hmm.
Random Otaku says it
And
is the same for my parents. They
oh my
sought
god.
divorce. He brought it. He just made everything real right now.
Too real.
And Control NK
Hmm.
says, "Damn, everyone I know is single AF, including bro. I'm not single AF. I have a girlfriend and I have
Brew
women
is,
and Boa
Brew
Hancock."
is, well, I was making a joke, but Brew said everything he had to say, so
Yeah,
yeah,
I
nothing
mean,
else to say.
unfortunately, but again, that is my point. Like,
Hmm.
there is, and you see, you know me. I was this person who was like, love for everything. Yeah, boy, love will save the world.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, of course.
I've just
Hmm.
seen too many examples of
And even, yeah,
shit in life.
when
And
you go through shit, yeah.
yeah, I
No,
mean, it's
but
not
that's
even
what I'm
about
saying.
going through shit. It's just about like even looking at other people. Because for me, it's like, okay, something goes wrong with my life. If I break up with like five different people over how many ever years, I can be like, hey, maybe I'm the
Mhm,
problem, and I just blame myself and go on with life. But then when I look around,
mhm,
I'm like, hey, this person I know, real nice person, real great person, and they just had one of the worst experiences of their lives because the
mhm,
other person decided to just walk away
mhm.
for seemingly no reason, or the other person decided to do
Yeah.
something shitty for seemingly no reason and
Mhm,
broke the trust of somebody or something like that. And it's just very, it's just a downer basically. It's like I was on a love drug and at some point the upper just went flat down at 90-degree drop.
It does feel a lot like it is a lot like a drug, because
Yeah,
you are like you're in this
basically.
initial high. Yeah. But yes. Yeah.
That is
Yeah, it
my
sucks that
opinion
it
of
is
love.
that
It
way.
sucks, guys. Never fall in love. It's not real.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah, but I know more people who are in good relationships, and even though, like, of course, you have
I'm
fights, arguments, all that, but it is going well. More people, I'm saying, than the opposite.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm actually quite
Mhm.
surprised by that, because I mean, I know it's
Yeah,
both of us are just being anecdotal right now. It's not like we're
yeah,
talking with like
yeah,
empirical
exactly.
data and shit like that. But
No, it's not. It's all about the bobs that we know. It's
yeah, it's
like
all about the
personal
bobs we know.
networks.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
and and the
Mm.
and the thing is, like, I've also, I mean, maybe it's just like dating culture, and maybe it's a good thing that people can walk away really quickly. But I also feel like while you should be able to walk away when something is unacceptable.
See, again, yeah. Uh, no, you should be able to walk. Like again, if you don't want it, you
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want
of
it, right?
course.
If
Yeah,
you
but I'm
force
saying
it,
like,
and
I'm not saying force it, but I'm saying like, because the option of walking away is always there, people just find it
Mhm,
easier to walk away than to stay and do
mhm.
something that takes like real effort. Because like this
Yeah.
this there with friendship as well. Like I've talked to some people. I'm like, hey, what happened to this person? You're such good friends with them, and they're like, oh, we haven't talked in like 6 years because like we had this
Mhm,
huge fight. I'm like, really? But you were friends for like 10 years before that. And then
mhm,
like,
mhm.
yeah, but we just didn't get along after a point. I was like, what?
Yeah.
It just made no sense to me. Like, it actually makes zero sense to me.
No, that again, yeah, depends on the people, again. Like I understand where you're coming from. Like a lot of people are like that, where they're like, yeah, I haven't talked to him after this happened or after this event
Yeah,
happened. But
exactly.
yeah,
And I'm
again, it
not I'm
depends
not
on how
blaming
people
either
are
of
and
them.
how you take things personally, right?
Yeah.
Because
Again, I'm not
like I
blaming
never take
anybody
things.
about it.
Yeah, I know you're not blaming anyone, but again, in any situation, like even if you, like, for me, because of how I grew up and my upbringing, like, I don't like getting into conflict with people, you know that, right?
Neither do
Like,
I. Yeah.
coming from me, yeah. And when anytime there's conflict, like, I go the other way, or I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, like, it's my fault kind of thing, like you
Yeah.
said, right? And even also coming from someone who has a historical record of like short relationships, as you know. So like, I'm going against your point, even though, I'm an example of your
Yeah. You are
point.
literally everything I said.
But based on, like, my surroundings and people I know, I feel that it exists, but again, it happens naturally. Like, it just, if it happens, it happens. Like, if you meet someone where you don't have that issue, like, and you're like, yeah, okay, this works, then it works, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
But it's
But
not something, it shouldn't be like everyone I meet is the one kind of thing. But yeah,
but that
you
is
do
how
feel that way,
people
but you
do. Yeah.
can't.
That is how
Yeah,
people
you
look
do
at
feel
it.
that way, I'm not denying that you do feel that way, but that's not something you can control, right? Hmm.
Yeah. And
It's
Deep
difficult to
says
be logical about relationships in the
very
early
difficult.
stages. Like,
Yeah.
it's very, because it's not possible. Yeah.
It's not
Hmm.
possible. I agree with that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Deep says, I don't think dating culture is about love these days, at least not on a deeper level, like caring for each other and powering through thick and thin. So, very weirdly, one of the
Hmm.
longest couples that have gone through life that I know are in an open
Hmm.
relationship, and they care about each
Hmm.
other a lot and they power through thick and
Hmm.
thin constantly.
Yeah. Hmm.
But they also have other people that they are dating and
Hmm.
sleeping with and have emotional relationships with, because again, that's the rules that they have set for their relationship, where they have agreed
Yeah.
on it and they want to be open. But
Hmm.
that's my point. It's just so weird because you grow up with this teaching, so to speak, from society that love is about one person. It's about monogamy, and nobody actually says monogamy, but then there's just like it's about one person, the one, and I found that more people I found are
I,
happier when they're not in a monogamous relationship, which only furthers my point, which is that you should be able to love anybody and actually have a relationship with them, and actually care for them without really caring about every aspect of it. It doesn't have to be platonic only, it doesn't have to be lust only, it doesn't have to be a relationship in a romantic sense only, but you can always work on something with people and keep it going. And for some reason, the people who society says are loveless people and they just want to sleep around are the people that I found are more about the true love thing than people who
are you pro polygamy?
I'm like, bro, do whatever the fuck you want, but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, like,
Exactly. Yeah.
it's so weird because if I'm honestly saying that's the longest couple ongoing I know.
That's one, yeah. And most long couples I know are ones who are in monogamous
Yeah, but
relationships.
no, but that's the thing. All around me, I'm like, people are looking for monogamy
Yeah.
and then they break up in like months or a couple of years max, and then these guys are just like going
Yeah, but
strong. And
again, depends what you're looking for. Because yeah,
yeah, I'm not I'm
when
not
you're
saying.
dating, a lot of people are just like, people are looking. Some people are looking for long term. Some people are looking for something casual and short
Yeah, but
term.
no,
Like,
no, I'm
depends.
I'm completely okay with that as well. Like if you want to go for
Yeah.
something short term, completely sure.
Yeah,
It's like
it's fine.
fine. But if you're intending on something long term and then you don't want to work on it, that's where my problem comes in. Like if you want to be casual, completely cool. If you want to be in an open relationship, completely cool. Polygamy, completely cool. You want
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
the only guy and have five wives and all five wives are okay with it, completely cool. But if you're saying that I will work on something with you and you don't end up fulfilling that promise, then
Yeah, you
then
gotta
I'm like
work
that's
on
stupid.
it.
That's where it doesn't make sense to me. Okay, hold on.
Comments. Yeah, let's read the comments.
Control AK says it's difficult to separate that from a toxic scenario. Making it possible makes it sound fantastical. By
Before
making
that,
it possible, I
okay,
mean powering through thick and thin part. Prue is allegedly cheating on Boa Hancock.
my fucking god.
Well, I don't do it in front of her, but yeah, no, it's the very fact that Control 9K has said that I have bishes
She
has
knows
been.
about Boa Hancock. Don't worry.
Yeah, she knows about Boa Hancock.
And
She does.
Megumin? Question
Yeah, she
mark.
knows about Megumin as well.
Okay. Okay.
Guys, come on. I'm very
Hmm.
open about.
Hmm.
I don't even want to go on with this. Anyway, Control 9K
Yes.
just thinks I'm capable of getting bishes, and that's not true at all. I'm openly saying that.
He is. Trust me. I know.
Random said Drew has a GF and Control 9K is like allegedly.
Allegedly.
What do you want me to pull up PewDiePie and be like, hey, here is a photo of my girlfriend. Oh, look, she's so cute. No. although
Bob.
that is a surprising love filled relationship, like PewDiePie and Mazia.
Yeah, it's working really well.
Working
I don't know
really
like a
well,
lot
and it
about now, but
started so
yeah.
randomly, right? I don't know shit about it. Like I
Yeah,
didn't
me
even know he
neither.
proposed until like one of you told me. But
Uh,
that started
hmm.
so randomly. I was like, what? I was like,
But
dude,
yeah,
is he
they
just
met
dating
online
her?
or
Yeah.
something.
I was like, and they met because her friend was a huge fan of PewDiePie, and I was like,
Um,
that sounds so weird. I don't think I don't know if that's gonna work out. But then they're like getting
hmm.
married and they're opening fashion shit together, and it's like so cool. So
Hmm.
so that's the thing, that there are like these stories that really make me think, okay, maybe true love does exist, and then it's
Yeah.
like there are, for every one story of something good happening, I find like 100 stories of like something terrible happening, and then I'm like,
The internet does tend to have more terrible shit than
no,
good
it's not
shit
even the
also. Yeah.
internet. I'm looking through my own,
Oh, around your
yeah, my
network,
own
like your
life in
life.
general, yeah. And I'm like,
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
is going on? Like, what the actual fuck is going on? Like, what happened to this? What happened to that little
Mm-hmm.
kid me who was like, true love? Yeah, bitch, that's the shit. Netra says, please get her picture and say so cute, please. I will show a picture of Netra instead. Do I? My phone is there, but that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do next episode. I'm going to put
Yeah.
Netra on blast in public. What's the picture of Boa? I know
Well,
she's.
she won't be Bob anymore. Yeah, she'll have a face.
Hey
Hmm.
guys, this is my girlfriend. She's very cute. Where?
That's going to be clipped out of
That's going to
context,
be clipped out
and
of
I don't
context
mind that at
for
all.
sure.
Or
That's
maybe
going to
in
be.
context. Who
That's going
says
to be.
it's out of context?
Nitra says, "Did you just call me cute? Thanks. Yeah, sure. I'll put you. I'll say you're cute on live stream for 7 different people. That's not an issue at all. Your GF is Bob. Random Otaku.
Yeah,
Everyone we know is Bob. So yes, my GF is
everyone we
also
know is
Bob.
Bob. Yeah, even Netra used to be Bob, but not
Yes.
anymore
Now
apparently.
Netra has revealed herself to the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but again, like, it's
Mhm,
even from personal experience, there is
mhm.
a lot. There's a lot of that. I'm not saying there's nothing that goes good. There are a lot of things that go good,
Yeah, 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 of
but then
course. Hmm.
there are also some things that go bad that really make me just like one time, okay, multiple times. I just sit on the couch and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Am I really fighting about like some random shit that happened 5 years ago that doesn't even matter anymore? And the weird thing is, like, I don't even remember what these things are being talked about. Like, people are like, you
Hmm.
remember what you did 5 years ago? I don't even know what 5 years ago is right now. 2017. Yeah. Do you know what you did on
Hey,
25th January
you have
2017?
photographic
And I'm like,
memory,
I don't.
bro.
Yeah, Sid. I don't know. I don't like photograph my entire day and keep it in
You
my
tell
mind.
me shit like, yo, Sid, you said this 5 years ago. I'm like, what the
I
fuck?
don't even say 5 years ago. I'm like, Sid, hey, you said you are being realistic and you're not going to go out of India ever in your life. And you're like, what? I have no recollection of that.
Yeah, it didn't have
And
never
those are
happened.
like
But
proper
anyway,
long ass 3 hour conversations that we've had, and that's been your final line of it, concluding it. So that I remember. If you ask me
bro,
for,
people change.
if you were like, tell me what happened in the 35th minute of the conversation, I'd be like, I have no fucking idea.
But yes, anyways, continue.
Does Bob have Bobs also? Have you created more Bobs with him?
Not yet is my answer to Bruce, to that
Never.
question about Bruce.
All Bobs are in
Soon,
Bruce
one
heads. They
day.
don't actually exist. Control NK seems to know an awful lot about my mental health, and it's very concerning.
Yes. Apparently, I'm also a Bob in Bruce's head.
That's what you've been saying for the long.
That's a
See,
long
this sort of
running
shit I
joke.
remember for a long time because you keep repeating
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I remember this too.
But yeah, basically, there,
But,
there are there are a few situations
hmm,
where I just don't see the point of
hmm.
things. And how does Sid know? You do realize we talk outside the podcast, right? How do we know? Because we just told you. Are
He's
you
trying to
still
get
stuck in the suffering episode and you're trying
philosophical.
to?
Yeah,
Are
basically.
we in
Yeah.
Bruce head? Well, random otaku.
Yeah.
Seeing how I'm a giant weeb and you're
You,
a random otaku, you might just be in my head.
yeah, you
It's very
might just
possible.
be.
Unfortunately, I know Audi is not in my head, whether he exists very, very sadly. I wish he was in my head so I could delete him. Shit, is he home?
Talking about
No, okay, he's not home. Okay, cool.
bro, talking
Hey,
about
I hope
philia.
he's not
Talking
watching.
about philia.
Yeah,
Do you feel that towards Audi?
of
You do.
course
You
not.
can't deny it.
I,
Yes,
I feel
of course.
what I feel towards Audi. Let me
He's
just
been your oldest friend,
Audi. What I feel towards Audi is
and you
going to be
haven't
covered in the
let go.
next
Or
episode.
maybe it's more of a parental love, actually.
It's going to be covered in the
It's
next
not.
episode.
Okay, I see. No, but it's more of a parental love, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. I'm his daddy.
Hmm. Yeah, Audi has gone clubbing for those who don't
Yeah,
know.
Audi has gone
But
clubbing. He's
anyways,
gone to pick up bishes.
yeah, he's gone to pick up bishes. Hmm.
Petition to get Audi here. We wanted Audi here, kind of, but he refused to join. So, yeah, Nandemo Theme, what were you cooking? I'm very curious now. Oh, by the way, Sid, oh, he was making ramen. And speaking of ramen, I made the stir fry shin, by
Fucking
the
beef.
way. And
It's really fucking
our
good, right?
producer died. He just died because I put chili flakes in it. I didn't
Oh.
find the chili oil packet at the start, so I was like, oh, this has no spice. I'll add some chili flakes.
Uh-huh.
And then I found the chili oil packet. What are you guys doing in this room? My God,
Did
yeah,
you actually stir fry it?
yeah. I stir fried it. Came out really well.
It's really nice, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that a lot more
really
than
cool.
the normal shin and the
I
spicy
don't
one.
know. I think I would. Also, your taste buds are screwed because there's definitely fish in there, and you could definitely taste it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can. Your taste buds are screwed. Don't
God
don't spin
tongue.
that on me.
Don't insult the God tongue like
Not
that.
Gotang Apanga Satita.
Hey, speaking of Apangasati, guys, take care of your backs. It is if you get back pain, it is very very bad. I've been facing
Yes, bro.
some
Let's
back
talk
pain.
about love for your body. How
Let's talk
about
about
that?
love for.
Self love.
Let's talk
Let's
about
talk
love
about
for
self
this.
love, bro.
Let's talk about self love. Don't say things like that in front of fucking Control 9K. But I'm going to talk about the love I have for this thing. So it turns out I was getting a slip disc, and this bottle of Relly spray was helping me
He's
for a
using
really
a
long
muscle
time
relaxant for
because
a
I had no
skeletal
idea
problem.
that I had a slip disc. So I thought it was a muscle problem. I thought it was a muscle sprain. So I was spraying it every day, and then over the last month I finished an entire bottle, and that is probably not very healthy, but I'm alive.
Bro is alive. And
Unfortunately,
it's a surprise to see him sitting right now, actually.
Bruce's body is so old. Bruce now considers it a gilf. I see. Self-love coming in very weird ways. That controlling. Very
Very
creative.
weird
Very
ways.
creative. I like it. And Nandemo Theme randomly said, "I really do love myself."
That is great.
But
That's how it should be.
yes,
Yeah, you should love. Bro, do you love yourself?
no,
Okay. Can you elaborate?
no.
Okay.
What do I elaborate about that?
Why do you not love yourself?
Bob, I don't love anything. I'm apathetic towards everything. Apathy is a
Even
tragedy and
yourself,
boredom is
huh?
a crime. Yeah, I never loved myself.
From the beginning.
From
You've
the
never
beginning.
tried to,
No.
would you say?
I remember once.
You're just like, whatever. You look in the mirror and you're like, fuck this bitch. Kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah. Like
I
you
see.
are the problem in my life.
Ah, wow. You need therapy.
I am going for it.
Yeah, you should more.
You do need therapy as well.
But I love myself, unlike you.
No, you don't. Yeah, bro,
I do. I'm not
you don't just
joking.
love yourself. You're obsessed with yourself.
No, okay.
Loving
Not that
yourself
much.
like the Gujarati chick who married herself. Yeah, that's going to be Sid in the future.
That happened? Wait, what? There's someone who married themselves?
Yeah,
I know
but-
people marry cars and robots and shit. I've read about those
so if
things.
you can do that, I think you can marry yourself. I don't think it's too much
Yeah.
of a stretch to go over there. You know.
That is true. Hmm.
But yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, again, I would.
Yes,
I
you can
would,
marry anything. Hmm.
I would love to be proven wrong, but
Okay.
I really, summing it all up, Random Otaku just
Yeah,
said, "Damn,
yeah.
I want to marry myself." Like, Random Otaku is
Go
like,
ahead.
is like a mini Sid in development.
Hey, I don't want to marry myself on the
Yet, you don't want to marry yourself yet.
No.
But yeah, I would love
But
to be
anyways,
wrong,
what?
but I really believe that love in itself is a flawed concept that is never going to, that isn't really ever possible. It's more of, I like this and I will try to keep it in my life, but if it gets too annoying, I will kill it off. Like, you know, a woman tried
But
to,
you
a
have
woman pushed her
experienced love.
baby off the balcony on the fourth floor because the baby was like, was a special needs child, and she was like, fuck this kid, I don't want to take care
But
of
you're
it.
talking about one fucked example compared to a lot of examples where mothers actually care for their child. So what are you
Yeah,
trying
well,
to prove here?
there
What are
are a
you
lot
trying to
of
prove
fucking
here?
bad
You're just
examples, is
saying,
my point.
yeah. Why are you
Again,
just bringing up the bad shit?
again, I started with I would love to be proven wrong.
Yeah, but you have experienced love before.
I don't know if that is love, is my point.
It is.
Is it love or
Like,
is it just
you
what you
tell
think
me.
love is supposed to be? What is love? There, we go back to this again.
That's something, like I said, that's something you just feel. I don't know how to describe it. Hmm. And as we said, it's probably a drug.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
it's probably just this thing that is, it's always temporary. You can't
Hmm.
love something consistently, yeah, at the same rate that is
But
consistently. You
do you
always
still
have varying degrees of love, and it always goes to like at some
yeah,
point, and it goes beyond love at some point, and it's never ever consistent. So what is love?
yeah,
It's just this thing that you feel temporarily.
yeah, but you still feel it. You love your girlfriend, you love your friends, you love your parents,
Random
you
Otaku just
love
said
your
dopamine.
work.
I'm just waiting for you to say
Right,
Audi
bro?
somewhere before you. Yeah.
That comes in the friends category. I'm
Oh,
sorry, should it not have been?
yeah. It should definitely not be.
You
In
love
fact,
your Audi, so
oh
you
my
do
god.
feel it still.
For
You love your
Audi,
chili
no.
oil.
Yeah, for the chili oil, yeah. See, now
Hmm.
Control and is trying to make sense. He says ketamine. Yeah, ketamine much better than
Ketamine, yes.
dopamine.
Brew does love his ketamine.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm. That's
but
what's in the ready spray bottle, actually. Hmm.
which is empty right now. So I've used a lot of it. Copium is also really good. I love copium. I love myself a healthy dose of copium. I was,
Hmm.
we're actually going to talk about Dragon's Blood as well in this episode, but I don't think it makes sense now. But hey, I love Dota to a certain degree.
You do?
Yeah,
Hmm.
because like it's I feel like Dota is something very very unique in the sense that it's one man who was given full creativity, like full freedom to
What
do
is
whatever the
bromine?
fuck he wanted.
Sorry, he just said.
And he said aluminium after that. See, Random Otaku is just drunk on something. I think the ramen he ate
Hmm.
was too spicy and addled his brains afterwards.
Or it's the Kachin biryani that he wants to feed his wife, apparently,
And he
that he
wants to marry
mentioned.
himself, so he's calling himself his wife.
Well, yeah,
Wouldn't you be
sure
your
works.
own husband then?
Hey,
I
bro, we don't add labels nowadays.
I see.
He can be his own wife. Yeah. Hmm.
Random Otaku, good luck. Congratulations on your marriage. I will send you a gift of one ramen packet for you and your
Hmm.
wife because I think that will be enough to feed both of you. But yeah, like
Yeah.
okay, so
Hmm.
basically, Dota is a game. It's not about the game itself, but it's about the amount of creativity and freedom that Ice Frog has, where he can do literally anything he wants, and he
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
like that I feel is like an ideal situation that nobody can achieve. Like there's so many places, there's so many jobs and so many
Wait, what is an ideal situation that people can't achieve?
like
People
where
loving what they do, like Dota. There are lots of examples
there
like
are a
that.
lot of examples, but I'm
What?
saying like where people actually get like full creative control over their own baby. And now that
Yeah, a
sounds
lot
very
of
very
people
weird
do
because we were
in
talking about
media
relationships
itself.
right before
Yeah.
this.
No, a lot of people still do. Like, this is one example that you know about and love.
Okay, like okay, we have Love, Death, and Robots, which was really popular because people got creative control. Creative control is often wrestled away from you in some form or the other.
No, a lot of artists, directors, anyone like musicians have stuff where they have created with creative control, which is fucking amazing.
The comment
This is just one
section is
example that
just
you
slowly
like, dude.
becoming mm, insane and toxic.
Well,
Anyway,
you did assume his gender, Bruce. So yeah, you gotta apologize.
and his answer to that was, "I'm translucent, transparent, and Optimus Prime."
Yeah, and we accept that.
No, I don't accept that. That's just a shit joke, man. Come on, get better jokes. This is like, oh my
Well,
god, Ado cheese. Fucking.
hmm.
Anyway,
Anyways,
but yeah,
continue.
I don't know. Just don't believe in love as I used to at least.
Yeah,
Random Otaku, at least use the
most of
hashtag for Christ's sake.
it was just a statement like cancel,
Yeah,
bro.
just cancel.
Bro, do
And
you see all the love in the chat for
and, and,
you?
and,
As
and
you were so hopeful.
you know who is working in social media because one person uses hashtags with like capitalization and one person doesn't. So you know who the social media worker is and who isn't. And who doesn't use social media at all? Anyway,
Hmm.
Christ,
But yes.
this is becoming a mess at the end of the day. Anyway, yes.
Yes.
So, what do you think, Steve? Do you believe in true love? You've been trying to refute my points so far, and I don't know if it's because you believe in it or because you just want to play devil's advocate. Because as far as I
No,
know,
in
you
in this situation, I don't want to play devil's advocate because I do have positive examples of what you're
you have
talking about in
positive
a very
examples, but
negative way.
what about
Yeah,
your
yeah,
own
I do believe
life?
that it exists, and yeah, I have experience, and I will also in the future. I don't think it's something that will never happen. Definitely,
Sid believes true love exists. Wow, you're one of the
not
most
like the
pessimistic
soulmate kind of
people I
shit.
know in life. You're somehow worse than me in
Exactly,
most situations, and you believe in true love.
exactly, bro. It's a sign. You should believe in it too.
Bro turns out to be just like his namesake brand. Hey, very bad, very bad. I don't like that. I will call his mom. What? If you smoke good enough stuff, you can experience anything anytime. So Control 9K is like the perfect person to be in this conversation because he's just like, hey,
I
let's
agree,
do
control
drugs,
90. I
guys.
agree. Yes. Hmm. What? You agree too?
Yeah, sure. I
That
do I
ketamine helps you, doesn't it,
yes,
bro?
I am more and more in favor of escapism in life, and I am very very for it nowadays. I used to be very against it, and now I'm like, yo, you know, getting very very wasted is a very very good way to deal with things.
Yeah, I am not for escapism, but yes, I know you are right now.
You were at one point. I don't know what changed,
Yeah,
but you
we
were
all
at
have
one
our
point.
phases,
We all have our escapism
We all
phases.
have our highs and lows,
Yeah, where
like
the
we
where
talked
the
about in the last episode.
yeah, where the water bottle actually has a little bit of something extra inside it and not water.
Hey, I'm always drinking water.
Random Otaku said, "Bro, I smoked cocaine." You sure it wasn't salt? Cocaine is not smoke. Very fair point. Very fair point. Control 9K. I mean, it also depends on how. Okay, never mind.
No,
Let's not get into
you
this.
can
No, no, Sid.
technically,
No,
but yeah,
no.
no, no, yeah, I shouldn't be talking.
Bro, I'm built
No,
different, he
technically.
says. Uh,
Yes.
anyway, yeah. So you believe
This
in
is
true
not an
love.
episode on drugs, even though we are talking about how love is one.
Yeah. So
Yes.
you believe in true love.
Hmm.
What in your
But
opinion
it's not
is
like
true
it's
love?
not like
So yeah,
the
explain it.
soulmate kind of thing where like one person exists.
Then what
Sorry,
is
my
it
monitor. Yeah,
according to you?
it's like when you are like I like basically long term relationships where I understand you have to, uh, like you'll have to go through problems and like of course you won't agree on everything, but I think you'll still feel love. Love still exists no matter what, be it for a partner, for friends, for what you do in life. Yeah, it
Yes, what I
exists
do
for
in
me.
yes, of
Hmm.
course. I love my
Your
job.
goals, where you want to be. Yeah. Hmm.
Anyone watching from my work? Because this is like the perfect time for you to watch. I should share this episode with
Again, the
people at
thing
my
is, you
work.
won't love your
I
job
love my
twenty-four
work.
seven. Like
I
I like
also bombed. Never
animation.
mind. I'm not going to
I
read that comment.
really, see. I like animation. I love watching animation. I love animating, but it's not fun every time. You're not gonna love it all the time. You're gonna have problems with it. You're gonna get bored of it. It's gonna become tiring. But at the end of the day, I still love it more than I dislike it.
Agreed. I just don't know if you can. I don't know. Long-term relationships, you say. How many long-term relationships before?
Zero, but still.
No, 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 not that. That wasn't my question. It's more
Okay,
of
okay.
it's more of in the future. How many
Hmm.
failed long-term relationships will it take to potentially turn you
That's
away
not
from this idea?
again. That's not something I'm thinking about. How many will fail?
No,
Like I'm not even
I know
thinking
you're not
about
thinking
that.
about it. I'm asking you a
Mhm.
question
Yeah.
to like figure
I
out
don't
what
know, honestly.
your
I can't
opinion of
answer
it
that.
is. Do you think you'll be able to survive like four long-term relationships failed for no fucking reason or for very silly reason?
I won't be alive that long, honestly. For long term, like, bro,
Okay, what
that's
is
like
your
how
idea
many
of
lives
long
will we
term?
kill?
For you, for right now, for you, long term is 6 months, okay?
Like 5 years,
Okay, 5 years.
right?
Yeah, I guess
Hmm.
that
That's
works.
possible. Hmm.
Yeah, Random Otaku and
Hmm.
Control 9K are both trying to cancel us right now. In very, 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 very
Cancel
interesting.
you.
Very
Don't
no.
bring me
Look
into
at the
your.
look at the comment section right now.
Okay, wait. Cancel. Oh, okay, interesting.
They're trying to cancel us by canceling themselves and being on our stream,
Yeah. Hmm.
much like somebody else was bombing something. Anyway,
Well, thank God we stopped showing the chat on our stream a
yeah,
while
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
That was a
That's
good decision.
that was
See,
a
I
very
told you.
good decision. Yes.
Yeah. Hmm. But yes.
So let's move
And
on to.
in most
Yeah, go on.
cases, like in relations to work and all that, like love for something or like hope, is what keeps me going, is what gives me motivation. Without that, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
maybe the
like
whole
even do
problem
it.
is that I don't have hope in life.
Yeah. Like, does nothing motivate you anymore? Because like even like
No,
me, like animation, when I'm watching like like a well animated film, like Ghibli or something, I'm like, fuck, like that fucking motivates me. You know. S-
I'm like cool, and then I just go back to living a dreadful existence
I see. Yeah.
of
See
escapism.
again. Hmm, hmm, hmm.
No, but again, I used to get motivated. My glasses are fogging up like 24/7. I
Yeah,
used to
I
get
remember
very
you used to. Yeah, I
motivated,
remember that. Yeah,
and
you used to like fucking
but
dream the world.
but that's the thing.
Hmm.
It's not only about doing one thing. Everything in life starts affecting each other. Everything in one thing in life starts affecting the other sections of life, and in the end, everything becomes suffering. Dun dun dun. Last episode, you can check it out.
Yeah, but it is suffering, but that doesn't mean it's only suffering.
Yeah, that's the thing. It just feels like only suffering.
Right now, probably, but you
Right now,
hope it'll
yeah.
get better.
Again, that's what I'm saying.
Like
I'm very
again,
okay being proven wrong, and I do want to be proven wrong, and I don't know if I
but you
hold the
still have
same
hope
opinion.
for it to be proven wrong.
No, I
You
don't
still
have
have
any
hope for
hope.
your
I'm just
future.
saying if it happens, I'll be
No,
glad.
because like even though people from your work don't listen to this, right?
I don't know. Probably not.
Even though you love your job and you really
Yes,
enjoy
yes. That's me.
working,
That's
like
me. That's me, guys.
you're doing it right now because you have hope for the future, right?
No, I'm doing it right now because if I didn't, I'd be homeless.
Yeah, that also. But
That also
like
no. That's the main
last time
reason.
we met, which was how many days ago? Two?
Uh,
I don't remember.
yeah.
But yeah, last time we
Whatever.
met,
Yeah.
was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
But yes, you yourself were saying like it's a temporary suffering for something better in the future, right?
It is so that I can afford.
Exactly.
Is
So
my
something
phone
better is
ringing?
hopeful.
Is my phone
I don't
ringing?
know.
Something
I
is
can't
ringing.
hear it.
Something is vibrating
Is it the
in
producer?
front of me. Producer, is that your phone? I have no fucking idea what this is.
Is it your Tenga?
It's not my Tenga. But whatever it is shaking my camera. Can you see the little vibration every time the.
No, I actually can't.
Okay, it's stopped. Anyway,
Hmm.
yeah, sorry. In the end, it doesn't even matter, so nothing motivates me. Exactly, in the end, it doesn't even matter. But, I mean, that's
Shout out Linkin Park. Anyways, continue.
I was listening to what's it? Enjoy the vibration on what is love. Nice, nice, Netra. Now you know who the copywriter is as well.
Yes.
But yeah, if you, I was actually listening
Hmm.
to One More Light, and it very, very weirdly he made it for people who lost other people to suicide, and then it was like,
Hmm.
the irony of life. But yeah, I mean that's
Yes,
the
we're
thing.
talking about Chester. But
And
yes, anyways.
there are a lot. Maybe I'm just looking at the bad things in life a little bit more. There's just a tiny smidgen more than the
Yeah,
good things in
you
life.
usually do that more. Yes, but again,
I
I'm not
never
saying
used to
that's
do
your
that
fault.
more.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
never
thing.
used to do it more.
I've just
Used to
been
be like the most
jaded by
positive
certain
person.
things. Yeah,
Yeah, used to be like the most positive person. You want to do everything like.
everything.
But yes, again, I don't blame you for your situation. I think it is what it is.
That fucking
Fuck.
line.
I did. But yes. Hmm.
Uh, Control like he says everything is temporary suffering. If you think you'll be content later, it won't ever come. If you think you're content now, there is no motivation to progress. Maybe just to survive mindlessly till the end. That is the problem. I am surviving mindlessly till the end. It just so
Both of
happens
y'all
that
think similarly, so you'll agree with each other.
no, I'm saying
Our
that's a
audience is
bad
most.
thing.
Yeah, it's a bad thing, but
I don't
again,
agree that
control.
everything is temporary suffering. I disagree that everything is temporary suffering. It's just that I'm mindlessly surviving till the end.
Hmm.
That is not necessarily a good thing. It's actually not a
But you
good thing
do
at
still
all.
hope for the better,
It's less hope for the better, and like
deep
I
inside.
need to do what I need to do to make things less shitty. because
That's why you're
see,
doing
here's the thing.
therapy and going
Here's the
through
thing.
things like this, right?
Yeah, because
Hmm.
then it becomes like actually unbearable to just live life.
Hmm. Hmm.
So,
Hmm. Hmm.
but here's the thing. Like there are a lot of things that I'm not doing because I want something to be better, but I just want it to be manageable. Like for
Hmm.
example, let's say I need a laptop to work on, and my laptop dies.
Hmm.
I can't get another laptop unless I have the money for it, unless I have something saved up or I'm earning something enough to at least put down an
Hmm.
EMI, say for example. And that's just like one example with the laptop. Like my back got broken, and I
Yeah.
had to spend so much on fucking X-rays and medicines and all that.
No, but maybe, bro, for you right now, manageable is the most positive, like a high thing that you
Exactly,
can
but
aim
that's
for until
but
you aim for
that's the
something better because
problem.
of where it is right now. Hmm.
That's the exact problem. I don't want manageable to be the high point of life.
No, it isn't, but for now it is, right?
For now, it definitely is.
Baby steps. Hmm.
Control 9K just sent a weird ass moon emoji.
Hell
I'm
is
not
that?
sure
Oh,
what
that's
to.
a moon. Oh, I didn't even know what that was, dude.
I'm not
Hmm.
sure what exactly to. Anyway, let's talk about the gay signs. I have a feeling
What?
the gay signs.
Gay science?
Nietzsche,
Oh,
that gay
tell me
signs.
about it. I thought you read a comment or something.
No,
Hmm.
it's considered the joyous wisdom
Hmm.
or the joyous science. Schopenhauer vibes. How is okay? You know what? Control 9K might actually just be Schopenhauer reincarnated. It's very interesting. That's a very interesting thought. I thank you,
You're
Deepak.
giving
That's a
him too
very
much credit.
no. Schopenhauer was like well universally considered an asshole, and Control 9K does have some moments where he shows that beautifully. Ain't that right, Control 9K? Calling you out in front of five people. Lesser
Yes.
people than when Netra got called out. Anyway,
Hmm.
yeah. Anyway, so Amor Fati. So
Yes.
it has been linked to people far before Nietzsche, but it's
Hmm.
mostly like that's something that Nietzsche popularized like crazy,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
and it's very similar to what Albert Camus says as well. And he basically say, okay, so I still don't understand shit about this one line until I actually read the meanings that people smarter than me have written. My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati. The one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. Not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it. All idealism is mendacity in the face of what is necessary, but love it. I have no fucking
I'm too
idea what
unpad.
any of that
I'm too
means.
unpad. I was understanding it to a point when you
I didn't
started
understand
using
shit.
words above my pay grade.
I didn't understand shit. Okay.
What the fuck was that? Mendacity? What the fuck
Yeah,
was that?
mendacity.
Damn.
I don't know what it means.
Mendacity. Untruthfulness, apparently. Untruthfulness.
Untruthfulness. Well,
Hmm.
Nietzsche, maybe if you said used words like those, people would
Yeah,
actually
maybe
listen to
people
you.
understand. Yeah, yeah. You don't need to be all fancy and use philosophy lingo. But
Yeah.
anyways. Hmm.
I mean, and so basically, Nietzsche Nietzsche basically wanted to accept the suffering of life.
Hmm.
He was suffering from diseases. He was an abject failure with all his writing because nobody at his time actually read his work. He he's said to have been a neckbeard in the sense of running after women and trying to seduce them and them calling him ugly and going away. So all this
What do you,
stuff.
oh, Nietzsche. Sorry. Yeah. What? I hope he doesn't watch this episode and get this part.
That has to be a clip. That has to be a freaking clip. Only put on our Discord.
But
Adi,
yeah,
Adi
anyway.
never checks the Discord. Oh my god. Beautiful said
Mhm.
beautiful. If I could, I mean, I should like the video just for that comment from my account. But yeah,
But yes, continue. Sorry. Hmm.
yeah. So Nietzsche said that great pain is the liberator of the spirit,
Hmm.
and it doesn't make us better, but it makes us more profound. It makes us understand and appreciate life a lot more. Which
Wait,
goes back to
explain.
suffering. Audi in the house. Oh, said perfect timing. But yeah, which goes back to suffering
Explain
at the end
amor
of the day.
fati. It's like love of like fate, like
Yeah,
love
it's
of
love of
like
fate or
destiny. Yeah. Hmm.
love of one's fate. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
and
Like just acceptance or
it's
whatever
basically for
happens. Hmm.
suffering and loss and
Yeah,
the
love
good
of
stuff as
suffering.
well.
Hmm.
Oh my god,
But
we have
mostly
merged both
not.
the episodes together. Now we are like suffering,
Yeah.
love, love of suffering
No, I
works.
think, bro, like, honestly, like, speaking with you right now, I think most episodes will be linked to
Yeah,
suffering.
of course, I know,
But
right?
anyways.
Especially in the phase I am in life.
Exactly,
I'm
yeah.
like
So
that
that's
Rick and
expected.
Morty blue alien thingy. Mr. Me seeks.
Yeah, me seeks.
Yeah. Existence is pain.
Existence. Yep. Yes.
Yeah, but for Nietzsche, he talks about
Hmm.
accepting the suffering in life, and he talks about
Yes.
how that is when you can love your fate, because you know that the effort taken to actually do something is worth more than the
Mm-hmm.
happiness that you get out of it, or that's where you gain the happiness from it, which Albert Camus also said in the myth of Sisyphus. And he was an absurdist, and he said, just life is really weird, dude. Just you just gotta accept it
Hmm.
and love it and shit. But basically, Sisyphus, for those who don't know, was a king who tried to go against the
Yes.
gods, and he was punished by eternally pushing a boulder up a hill. And when he reaches the top of the hill, it would roll back down. And Albert Camus said that
You start
one would
again and
imagine,
again and again.
yeah,
Hmm.
and Albert Camus said that one would imagine Sisyphus happy because the
Hmm.
task itself was what would give you the happiness, even though it was so absurd. Like nobody would consider
Yeah.
it being happy because you're pushing the boulder up the hill, it's falling back down, and you're pushing it up, you're falling. And he said, it's absurd, but you just have to accept that it's absurd, and
Yeah.
that's what really gives you joy. And
Hmm.
Camus was basically very, very inspired by Nietzsche. So I wouldn't be surprised if this entire thing came up from Nietzsche himself. But Camus, I have a quote here which says, "A will to live without rejecting anything of life, which is the virtue I honor most in the world." A will to live without rejecting anything of life. So you basically just accept life as it is, and
Yeah,
it's
you
not.
accept life as it is.
So control NK, it's not about. I don't know why you deleted your
Sucking it
comment.
up.
Yeah, but it's not about sucking
Yeah.
it up, because it's more than sucking it up.
More
It's about
about your
accepting it and
circumstances, like
loving the.
accepting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
about loving the struggle. It's about accepting that you're struggling, and also appreciating the struggle, because that's what helps you
Yeah.
become a better
Hmm.
person in life. And that's
Hmm.
why they call it the love of one's fate, because you're
Yeah.
basically, you have to love it to accept it and
Hmm.
then eventually become better at life. But
Hmm.
that's where I'm struggling now. Haha. No, again, it's not suck it up. You're not sucking anything up.
It's not suck
You're
it
not like
up.
fuck it. I'll
It's
just be
not like,
unhappy and I'll just do it.
yeah, it's not choosing to be unhappy because of your circumstances. It's like understanding them and, like, still doing what you're doing, like living life.
Yeah, and
Not trying to like shit on yourself because of like uncontrollable circumstances, which is life basically.
suck it up. Appreciate it is copium. No, but Nietzsche also said that you have to live life in the way
Nietzsche should
you
have said
want.
that basically.
Yeah, he should have been like that. Nietzsche should have been like, life is copium.
Yeah, more kids would be into
Oh,
philosophy.
this is what we should this is what we should put up on our Instagram. We should put up a picture of me with my mustache and be like, life is copium. Viral overnight.
Philosophy for Gen Z, bro. We should
I know,
rewrite
right?
philosophy. Nietzsche for Gen Z.
Nietzsche for Zen. Oh my God, you said you want to start an alternate YouTube channel that
Good
does just
idea,
that.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
like I mean, it'd be so fun. Like Nietzsche says, life is mid.
Life is made. Yeah.
Schopenhauer says, life is low key suffering.
I'm not even going to pretend to know Gen Z terms to use them.
You
So
use a
yeah,
lot
yes.
of. You teach me Gen Z terms.
Hey, I have a Gen Z brother. Okay, that's where I learn it from.
Yeah, and you know a lot of them. That's my point. But yeah,
Yeah, but
for
Nietzsche did have
Nietzsche,
some base takes on
yeah,
suffering.
not cringe like us. But
Yes.
yeah, Nietzsche also said that you have to live life the way you want to, and his idea of Amor Fati was to basically, it's eternal. You're living life eternally. You just have to keep living the same thing again and again and again. And would you be okay with doing that? Are you living a life that you would live forever, so to speak? Are you free enough? Are you in control enough to live the same thing again and again and again and again and again without any changes? And would you be happy? Because like he doesn't argue that the suffering will make you happy, but he
Yeah,
argues
yeah.
that you should be living a life of enough virtue according to you, that you should be happy if you
Yeah,
live
you
it
should.
again multiple times.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the living life with virtue part makes sense to me, but the again and again part sounds like pain.
No, but that's the thing. Then according to
Yeah.
Nietzsche, you're not living virtuously enough, because you're not actually enjoying the process of life. You're just living.
No, because I am enjoying the process of life, but
You feel like
I
your
don't
enjoyment will go
like.
down the
I
more
don't like
times
the
you have to
same
repeat
thing
it.
again. Yeah, yeah,
What if you didn't
exactly.
have memory of it though?
It's like being yeah. If I didn't have memory of it, who cares? Yeah, sure, because I
Exactly.
don't remember shit.
Control
But
NK
memory
says,
is a
and
curse in
Netra
that
agrees,
case.
all these quotes are mid cringy when you're too boomer to write those. Yeah, I mean, we never did
Yeah,
write
well,
that.
we are
Yeah,
quite boomer. Yeah.
we literally started off with that. So, are you even
Hmm.
listening, Control 9K? You in the back of
Hmm.
the class. Random Otaku says I'm back randomly, and I don't even know when he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one more thing. Amar Fati is also included a lot in Stoic philosophy, and Stoics are made fun of a lot because they just like they
Mhm.
will they might be suffering in reality, but they will themselves to think that they're not suffering. But I mean, I don't know if
That's just drugs, dude.
Stoicism is just this thing that has become very very popular recently,
Yes.
and I don't
Mhm.
personally agree with a lot of the things said in Stoicism, but the ramen was getting
Mhm.
spicy. I was dying. Now I'm very full.
No, yeah, definitely. It's something that's and like it's an orthodox concept, of
Yeah,
course.
and it's
Like,
more of just don't suffer, bro. Lol.
yeah, it's like yo, like well, just walk it off,
Yeah, just
kind
walk
of
it off.
thing.
Just
And
walk
yeah, I
everything
think
off.
yeah, just walk everything off. And yeah, it's an orthodox concept that I don't think makes sense in our modern world.
Yeah,
And because it's like now problems are seen as something more that you should accept and try to fix and live with, than something like you should just bury it deep inside and like
yeah. But no,
live
that's
with
the
it,
thing.
kind of.
That's a weird thing because Stoicism is about accepting. Again, it's also about accepting the absurdity of life, with basically what Nietzsche said. Except it's so misrepresented in the modern world that everyone is like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
just shouldn't feel emotions," and people are like, "Oh,
Hmm.
my wife died in front of me,"
Yeah.
and that's just stupid.
No.
You're supposed to react to things. You're just supposed to accept them.
Yeah.
Just
Suppose.
so
Yeah.
Andrew Tate be like,
Again.
"Grandma,
Yeah.
you had a
Yes.
heart attack. Just get the hell up." Exactly. I don't even want to hear that guy's name. I've just heard him a
Yeah.
few
I don't
times.
even
I've
want to.
yeah,
Yeah. No, he doesn't exist for me.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't
basically.
care. Anyways. No point giving importance to things that shouldn't be given any importance.
Exactly. And since we haven't shown any photos at all today, I'm just going to show one because why not?
Another
The
philosopher who you thinks looks hot.
no,
Hmm.
well, Nietzsche with that syphilis though. I kid, I
Hmm.
kid. I'm just trying to show the
Hmm.
Calvin and Hobbes strip that I saw, which was put up by. I'm not going to change the brew and sit over here. You guys can deal with it for just a second. I just wanted to show it. It's posted by Bobby Clark 73. Thank you, Bobby Clark 73.
Thank you, Bobby Clark.
Bobby Clark. But yeah, this is the
Oh, the
comic
one you
that I
mentioned
saw.
in the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, the perfect way to close this
Mm-hmm.
down, isn't it? Like if I had a
Yeah, it's
kid
a
that did
perfect
this,
way
I
of
would
closing down.
probably strangle them. There are a lot of things I can deal with in life, but being woken up suddenly in the middle of a peaceful nap is not one of those things.
Hey, that's just because of your experience with Audi waking you up.
Oh
You
yeah,
can't
okay.
blame
I
that.
want to strangle that kid and kill it. Okay.
Well, yeah, he is technically your kid. Well,
Yeah,
not technically for the people who are listening, but yes, he is your kid.
but yeah, Audi is the little baby of Nandemo.
But yeah, it's true. And if you guys let us know what your thoughts on love is in any
Yeah,
aspect, and write something in the comments. Like for people who come, to encourage them also to write their thoughts and ideas. Brew is very active. He's always replying to
I am
people,
always
right?
replying. Random
Yeah. So
Otaku,
yeah,
what do you love in life except biryani? I swear to God, if you say I love biryani one more time, I will come to your house and I will slap the
it
biryani
is.
out of you.
It is still valid. Hey, at least he loves biryani, bro.
Yeah, but my point is, I've heard it way too many times, okay?
Yeah, that is true.
This is becoming like the myth of Sisyphus all over again. The myth of Random Otaku.
Yes,
He keeps eating biryani.
but
Control
yeah.
9K says who comes. Control 9K, you'd be surprised. You know what? If I pull up some real quick stats right now, let me just clickety clackety
On
clickety
what
clackety.
related to what?
He says who comes and watches these videos. I have to
Oh.
log in, unfortunately. Oh shit. Do I remember the
We
password?
keep getting comments once every blue moon, and
We keep getting comments
it's like, oh, people are still
surprisingly
watching. Yeah, we
a
thought
lot
no,
of
like that.
comments.
People are still watching.
In fact, if you go to our actual podcast where we actually play the audio of the podcast, we are getting double digit views. And for some reason, For some reason, the episode title "Brew Gone Wild" has a
Yeah,
100 plays.
yeah, it does. It's the Gone Wild. I'm telling you, dude. The Gone Wild really attracts people.
They don't even know what a brew is. Why would they want to see a brew
Yeah,
gone
but they're
wild?
like, who is? Maybe we should call this Love Gone Wild. Imagine the views we'll get.
Okay, I have three people
Everything
who are
gone wild.
sitting in front of me and watching the podcast, and Audie is
Exactly.
one of them now. Huh?
Oh shit, Audie's
Yeah,
here.
Audie doesn't. There's one pair of earphones. Two people are using the earphones, and Audie is just sitting there now. Oh, yeah.
See,
Audie, you
dude,
want to
this
show
is
your
what we
face to
had
the
to
camera?
do. See, he's not dead. He's alive. See, he's just not interested. We
But it
didn't lie
did
to
go
you
wild,
guys.
so not on YouTube. The Control and K didn't go wild at all. Bro, am I lagger go or are you? What the fuck? Why is that autocorrect?
No
Wait,
clue.
Bruce slap me.
Look, he's alive. And dude, Bruce, just ask him what are his thoughts on love and let him
Audie,
speak for a
what are your
second.
thoughts on love? You can speak into the mic.
I'm lacking a lot of it.
Well,
And
Audie's
this
parents
is
hate
why.
him, guys. Don't
Yeah.
insult him like that. Come on. Brew Gone Wild sounds like a creepy subreddit. We do have a subreddit, so you can go on that. And Control 9K puts up Control 9K, the guy who keeps shitting on people not coming to our Discord and not commenting on us, is the only one who puts up posts on our subreddit. And he insulted the Nandemo subreddit promptly after I said that. But anyway, Brew Gone Wild has 100 plays. Attack on Titan Demon Slayer 128 plays. Wow, I'm very surprised.
This is the part of the program where we talk stats. Yes, bro.
I mean,
Continue.
I'm just trying to prove Control 9K wrong, okay?
Maybe we get a good amount of views on our.
Yeah, we do.
Uh, hmm.
Like, come on.
But yeah, guys, you should leave comments. Let us know your thoughts.
Look at
It'll
this. Look
like
at this.
encourage discussion.
Look at this shit.
Hmm.
Should I just show the... No, I'm not going to show it.
No,
I'm
no.
not going to show it, yeah. It's sad, but we do get comments from time to time.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we got comments on the bride story video.
Yeah,
But yeah,
for some
anyways.
reason, people are really,
For
really
us,
pissed
one
off
comment
about Bride
every
Story.
year is enough. Okay.
No, but people are really pissed off about Bride Story. All I said was, hey guys, the reality of the situation is not as good as
Again.
what it is in the
Yeah,
manga.
that's
And people are
true.
like,
Yeah.
huh? Do you even know how it... I'm like, dude, we
We
live the
do know
fucking
we
life.
we
Yeah.
live that life. Yeah, it's quite common here. And again, that's also, you could say that's in relation with love, where it's like a fairy tale kind of depiction
Yeah,
away
exactly. And
from
see, that's the
reality.
thing.
But the thing is, Bride Story does also show the harsh side of it.
Bride Story
But
very
that's not,
rarely shows anything
no, but
harsh except
like,
for
no,
life. Where
but
like life is
no,
suffering, but wow, it's filled with love.
no, but maybe, no, I'm saying maybe we saw the harsh side of it because like we were thinking about how it is real, because like, we experienced that in our life, so we're like we saw it in that way, but maybe most people see it like in a different way, right?
Yeah, that's my point. Again, it's still that was the problem I had with it at that time as well. It just makes things
Yeah,
seem so rosy and nice. Well, it's in reality
yeah,
is there's a little girl being arranged marriage to a little boy in that manga, and people
yeah.
seemingly have no problem with it, which is
Mm-hmm.
very weird. And the Control NK is probably the only time you picked a popping manga anime. That's not true. We did Demon Slayer, we did Attack on Titan, we did a lot of crap
Yeah.
that you
I don't
guys
think Bright
suggested.
Story is really
Yeah, it
popping.
wasn't popping as much as the others. And also we did Jobless Reincarnation, which honestly fuck you guys for that.
I didn't want to do that, and
It was
I think
fucking
I don't even think
terrible.
I talked about that. Yeah.
It was absolute hot shit. It's a shame to the isekai genre. Netra says love is blind. Ask your girlfriends.
Own. She just owned everyone in the chat, huh?
No, Netra's just used to people
Hmm.
overlooking her, so that she thinks everyone is blind. That's okay. They just can't
Uh,
look down enough, far enough to see her. She's like,
Oh, so
guys,
she's
to
like
give you some
you.
context, she's like 3 feet tall. Okay, so Boa
Well,
isn't alive enough to respond. Boa is actually legally blind. The comment
really, I
section
can't
is why
argue
Brew
against
comes
that.
back to suffering. Thank you, Deep. You understand. That the newest person in this comment section who has already insulted me thrice has figured it out. But yeah,
Uh,
basically,
helps. Hmm.
the love aspect of Bride Story was very, very weird.
Hmm.
3 feet 2 inches. Good job, Netra. You've revealed more information about yourself to horny teenage
Yeah.
guys. Very good, very good. I like it.
Uh,
So
hmm,
there are a lot of stories, lot of freaking stories. For some
hmm,
reason,
hmm.
I feel like Ichigo 100% is the most believable because of the ecchi stuff. There isn't any like, oh wow, the love is so pure. It's like, hey, I'm horny as shit, and that girl looks really good. Like, okay, you know what? That's I know a lot of people who've done that. I've done that at times too. He just
Yeah.
became awfully quiet. You could have just agreed a little quicker. That was like too much silence for
I was
my.
processing. I was like, wait, what has Brew done at
No,
times?
like
Let me
you,
think of.
you look, you look at this. You always be like, oh, you know what? That girl looks really good, or some girl is like, that guy
Oh
looks
yeah.
really good. Guys who played football were basically like the guys to crush on in school for all
No,
the
bro. I
girls.
was a guy who played football, and I wasn't that guy.
That's
I'll
because you
just
were
let
bullied
you
for
know.
most of your life, and then you started playing football. You need to be playing football from the start, and you need
No,
to be
I
fit.
I got bullied after I stopped playing football.
Oh, see,
I used
okay,
to
that also
yeah,
makes sense. Yes,
exactly. Yeah. Hmm.
Christ on a stick.
Mhm. But yeah.
But yeah,
Anyways.
Ichigo
Hmm.
100% had that ecchi element to it, which I feel like a lot of
Hmm,
stories
hmm,
just
hmm.
ignore. That's also why I like Kimi no Na wa, because the first thing that he does after waking up in her body is like be like, oh,
Yeah,
I have
is
boobs.
yeah, I have boobs. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you did do that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
if that guy had said something like, oh no, I'm in somebody else's body, I should respect it and not doing. I'd be like, okay, that's bullshit.
No
No one
way.
who goes into somebody
Yeah,
else's
that's
body is going to
bullshit.
do that. No way.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
That sounds so
No, yeah,
corporation.
definitely not. Hmm.
But yeah. So yeah, I just feel like
Hmm.
I still appreciate these love stories. Kimi no Nawa, I still cry. I know a lot of people with stone cold hearts who don't cry at Kimi no Nawa, but I still cry.
What?
Yeah,
Who
Netra
is
is
this
one of them.
person? And whatever she said makes sense. She's as depressed as you. Yes, agreed. Maybe more because how can Kimi no Nawa not make you cry? I don't understand that. Hmm.
Stories ignore etchy elements. What stuff are you reading? Control Lanky, what stuff are you reading? Can you stop going to N hentai for all your fucking manga? Like Christ on a stick, man.
Bro, how about you not give people sources? But maybe they already know,
Listen,
you know.
Control 9K knows the numbers by heart, okay? If you ask him
Uh,
metamorphosis right now, he will tell it to you. And then we can send it to
yeah,
Audi and he will
probably.
not realize it's metamorphosis.
Mhm.
Even One Piece has itchy elements. Of course, One Piece has itchy elements.
Hmm.
Audi is giving me a dead stare from across the room. Audi, Metamorphosis is
Because
very nice. It's a very loving, caring story
hmm.
about drugs and prostitution. Anyway. Kimi no
Wow,
Nawa,
we end a
really love
we
it.
end a love
Really,
podcast.
really love Kimi no Nawa. I appreciate. And
We
Weathering with You
really
was really good as well. Okay, those were
yeah.
idealistic love stories, but it's like really fun to watch.
Yeah.
I don't even want
That's
to read
how.
Control and Case comment. But yeah,
Do
so
we really want to end the podcast with
no, I don't want to end it with
metamorphosis?
Metamorphosis, which is why
Yeah,
I'm trying to
please.
talk about Kimi no Nawa.
Yeah,
And
Kimi no Na wa,
have you
very
guys
nice,
watched Grave of the
beautiful.
Fireflies? No, I know what happens and I refuse to watch it.
Yes, I have
It's like
watched it,
Marley
and
and Me.
yes,
I've never watched Marley and Me, but I know exactly what's gonna happen, so
I
I'm not
did
gonna watch
cry
it.
forever after watching Grave of the Fireflies.
Yeah,
I still cry. Now you
I
mentioned it, yes, it hurts.
so I do this really fun thing where I read spoilers of everything to know what to expect, and if it's going to be too sad or too weird for me, I'm just going to not watch it.
True, you will cry. I'm telling you.
Exactly why I'm not watching it.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, you should. Please, please, Adochi, please make him watch it.
Uh, no, I have to sleep.
Yes,
I'm
please.
sick. I
Yes.
have back
Yes,
problems.
Netra. It's an amazing film. Group cry session. Do it, bro.
Hey, Netra has a heart of freaking stone. Okay, but
Yo,
okay,
if Grave of the Fireflies doesn't make you cry, then I don't even know what to say. Hmm.
Netra doesn't cry for all these things. Okay, real life makes her cry enough.
I was going to make a joke, but I think it's too dark for the live stream. So, yeah,
Yeah,
some other day,
some other
anyways.
day.
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah, okay. I will tell you one story which has a platonic love in it, and I enjoyed the shit out of it. So did you, and surprisingly, so did Audi, the man who has no taste, the man whose anime taste is like a dead
Hmm.
tongue.
What the fuck?
Come on, he likes My Hero Academia. Can you blame me?
Get to the point. Hmm.
Yeah, Nichijou. Nichijou has this
Nichijou.
very platonic friendship.
Yeah,
It
it's
also has like
amazing.
some
Yeah.
really weird love, which like that I forgot her name, but she draws the guy she has a crush on all the time. But
Well,
that was a
yeah,
show which talked
that's
about
also like
ordinary
a
life.
that's also a version of like fantasizing where you're like in high school,
Yeah,
but
but it
yes,
shows
a
you the
more.
reality of it, and it shows it to
Yeah,
you in a
exactly.
hilarious way. Like
It does. Yeah, exactly.
like especially the scene where she gets rejected and she like running across the school and then she runs onto the railway tracks and then she goes swimming in the freaking river and all that shit. Like that was an entirely freaking beautiful sequence, and I will
Yeah.
watch it on loop for like hours and hours and hours because it's that good. Like every time I see one clip of Nichijou randomly on Reddit or if I'm browsing through YouTube, or especially like the Nandemo account, Nichijou is everywhere. And I just go
Yeah.
down this rabbit hole each and every single time. Because it even covers things
Nichijou
like
is a gem.
going to a coffee shop with your friend and they're ordering something fancy and you're just sitting there like you know how Audi is when we go to a coffee store.
He's just there.
Yeah, he doesn't know
He's just a
anything.
presence. Yeah, he's just a presence.
Yeah, and or like Miggy is, he's just like
Yeah.
I will have a frappe and you're like, do you know what's in it? Like, no, I just ordered
No,
it
yeah,
because
it
it
does.
sounds fancy.
It is a good depiction like of platonic relationships for sure, and even like the negative moments, like the fights, and they
Exactly.
have like they are shown in like a very funny, positive way, which it is. Like of course we do fight, but it's not always like you know,
And I mean,
it's
Control 9K thinks we're a bunch of chumps over here.
yeah the fuck. That just distracted me from
Yeah,
what I was going to say.
I mean, but
Of course, okay.
there are a lot of like again
Hmm.
even the Naruto and Sasuke thing is just such bullshit. The
Oh, that
Bakugo
is
and
fucking
Deku thing
bullshit.
is such
Yeah.
bullshit.
Hey,
I
you've
feel
never,
like
bro, you've never been friends with someone who shits on you 24/7. Are you really saying that? And that hasn't given you motivation and inspiration that you shit on
to
me, but
become
I will
better
do
in
better.
life, and yeah,
Yeah. Are you saying that's unrealistic?
kind of. And also like knowing someone
Ask Cody.
for like a total of 5 years as a child and then ruining your entire adult life just to go after them and save them from a snake guy who might or might not be gay.
Maybe that's why Audi relates. You're like the Bakugo and he's the Deku.
Your phone has been given to Audi now. He pulled on too late. He couldn't hear it.
Okay.
But I mean,
Hmm.
so that like anime and manga are also not exempt from this. Like I think the love and the L and Light relation between them was like more brotherly than Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto and Sasuke just forced as shit.
Yeah, it's. Naruto Sasuke is. Yes, it's
Control
the
9K
same
is see,
thing.
it's high art which you are too young to comprehend. Sometimes I worry about Control 9K.
Hmm.
But yeah, Nichijou, amazing example. That's like
Nietzsche
something I
is
didn't
pretty
think
good.
about all this while actually.
Yeah, even I didn't think about Nichijou as something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now that I think about it, it is a like overall, yeah, it does show platonic
Yeah, even Three
relationships and
Gods
stuff.
no Lion is so this thing that way because it shows like very human relationships and very.
I still have to finish that, so yeah, I don't know
I mean,
much about
it's
that.
still going on, just taking forever, and I stopped reading it as
Yeah.
well because I wanted to
No,
build
but
up
I've
the
barely
story.
even gone through the beginning, so like I know literally nothing about it.
Yeah, and even if you look at the One Piece has a lot of those moments, like Usopp and Luffy fighting over one of the most important things in their life. That's the only
Yeah.
thing that actually ties them up, and then they accept each other right away after. It's very realistic in the sense of how friends actually fight.
Even yeah, even like if you talk about Arcane,
Yeah, Arcane
Arcane
did have
shows
a
it
lot of.
pretty well.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
how you have like friends fight with each other, have disagreements, but they still are friends and they still have that care for each other, even though they are going through a
yeah,
phase
and
like where they're
siblings
fighting each
also.
other. And yeah, siblings a lot, and even like parental relationships in
Yeah,
some way. Like even though it's pseudo parental, but still, Arcane has good examples of that also.
yeah.
So
If
there are shows that show it in a very realistic way, which work very well.
Zoro X Robin is platonic,
And these guys have gone off the deep end.
bro, I have biology book chapter 6 sexual reproduction.
Well,
For
it's that time in your
one
life,
episode,
random.
I would like comments to be actually relevant to what we're talking about.
I know, right? They're just doing their own.
Love can only be found in the darkest of times if only one remembers to turn on the light. A quote by Dumbledore is my girlfriend. It's very weird because my girlfriend doesn't know this quote. She doesn't even know
Have a
Dumbledore
fourth one?
properly. So you guys like don't even know who her as a person. I see.
Is she making a racist joke or something? Or like, is it
It's
actually a
it's it's
Dumbledore
a
quote?
it's a quote from Harry Potter as far as I know, but
Okay, okay.
the weird thing is my girlfriend doesn't know Harry Potter very well.
Oh,
She claims to be a big fan but doesn't know it.
hmm.
So anyway, my God, everybody's distracting me with the most useless, baseless shit right now.
Yeah, bro. I think the comment section
We should just like
is not a. Yeah.
quit the comment section and just
I
stream.
think we're done. I think it's too late. So yeah, they're getting crazy.
Bro is in a magical relation. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? You're new. You can't say that yet.
He is. Yeah.
Deep is too new for brew jokes.
Hmm.
Hey, also you little fuckers watching, you wonderful people watching this stuff, just like the freaking video.
Random Otaku, today's topic was for. You're
Yeah,
still a kid, Random
that's because
Otaku.
you came out and started saying shit like
Yeah.
sexual reproduction.
And then you vanished.
Yeah, and you
But
weren't
yeah.
there for like 3/4 of the episode. All you have to do, Random Otaku, is do what you did last time, which was very, very. You actually ask questions, and Control NK says ketamine. You know what?
But I think we're done. It's
For
too
once,
late.
I
We're done.
miss
We're done.
Forrest
End it.
Dan.
End
Where
it.
is Forrest Dan when you need him?
Yeah.
Where is the goodbye page for our fucking podcast? Oh, there
We
it is.
done. We done.
Yeah. Okay, that's it, guys. You guys ruined it. Bye. We shall come back with another topic, which is going to be hate, and I'm going to start off with how I hate you fucking commenters.
Bruce's favorite topic, some might say.
Wow, look at Netha. She's saying goodbye, bro, and good night, Sid. Like
Yeah. Wow.
differently. Good night, rando watches.
Good night.
Bye.
And
So,
rando otakus.
Random Otaku, you say sayonara if you're gone for a really long time, not like for a short time. We should be back next week. Don't worry.
Or maybe he's saying that I'm never gonna watch you guys again. So sayonara.
Okay, that's it, guys. See you later. Bye bye.
But yeah. Bye. See you next week.